Welcome back, people. Welcome back. Welcome back. Today, the thing a little bit different. My lighting, because I don't really do early streams still, but you don't know. Big up on yourself, see me. So the lighting is a little bit different today. Big up on yourself, people. I got chop it up football. You know, it's football, and we have time today to talk about football. And I wanted to make sure that this show was much earlier and it wasn't a scramble to talk football. You see me? We wanted to make sure it wasn't a scramble um, talking about football tonight when everybody is live. I like to where we have the people's attention and we can chop it up the real way. Yeah, man. So bless up everybody in the comment section. Everybody was just forwarding. You don't know, big up yourself, everybody. So we can why we can call up the players. And bro, we're gonna dive into it all, bro. We're gonna dive into it all. Sports prophecy style. You don't know, we're gonna dive into it all, sports prophecy style, you know? Today we're gonna talk some football. Of course. Of course. We're gonna talk some football. But Mikel Antonio out. Mikel Antonio is out. Um, I have been tracking this situation for a couple of days as I was basically looking to see if maybe any photos pop up of the player. I'm asking people, is he in the team? And I haven't, it was a lot of silence. And I was like, all right, he's going to play Sunday. So let me just hang tight and see if we're going to get Mikel Antonio to show up. But we did see him go down in that game where he stayed down. Oh my God, bro, people, yo, people. 'Cause you know what? Some people don't think that Mikel Antonio is actually injured. Some people think this is a West Ham move. West Ham running in basically and just teeing off and saying, yo, Mikel Antonio, yo, if them kick you and you're in the game, just hold your shoulder, hold one body part, and just stay down on the floor so you don't have to go for an international call up. That's a conspiracy. That's a conspiracy. But that would have been funny if that was the actual case. Where it's like, because Mikel Antonio was going to have to do a lot of work for Jamaica in this game. I don't like the role Mikel Antonio plays when he plays for Jamaica. He's more playing like a workhorse. And I think a player like that who is burning up so much energy at his club and playing at the elite level week in, week out, have to stay fit, in shape, in training, progress as a player. It's gonna be tough for him to come to Concacaf and he's playing even a harder role than he's playing at West Ham. You know? So that was a thing right there. I was very concerned about that. So I can also see why the club would want to pull Mikel Antonio. Big up yourself, Sherman Scott. But I understand why West Ham would want to pull Mikel Antonio. I'm gonna be brutally honest. You have to understand that the player's value is actually at his club. The player's value is at his club. Know my thing already. Yeah, my daughter, she's fully active now. That's another reason why I stream in the night because then she's sleeping, she's in bed basically, and I'm up and I'm free. No, she's fully active in the evening here. So you know, have to pardon me if I have to move around a little bit with that. Yes, so the coach, I think the coach has handled all this very well, actually, because I think that coach is in camp telling his players, like, listen, teammates are dropping like flies for whatever reason. Is this based on players being injured, the complexity of international football matches, or yeah. So big up yourself, Big Trouble TV. What would you do if you were the head coach and in this situation to play against the US? I think he's handling it well, bro. Like, I just think though they should have been. Now the coach knows that you can't just have a 23-man squad ready for a competition like this. You have to have at least another 3 or 4 players in our pool that when all these players go down. So it's a blueprint for the coach. He has never had all these good players injured at once. So it's a peculiar situation. It's not just like a thing where the coach was like, yo, and it just went bad. It just actually went bad where players got injured, suspension. It happens at such a weird time. But I would think that any good coach is going to relish in the moment as well and want to win this game with a quote unquote lesser squad. A lot of people are looking at Jamaica as a lesser squad, like, oh, Leon Bailey is not there. This I believe in all these gentlemen that's going out there to play for Jamaica right now, to be honest with you. I believe that. I'm not saying that Jamaica is going to win this game, but I think we can make this game interesting. Interesting enough to where it would be a generational upset. Like, this doesn't happen every day. Jamaica don't just go and upset the United States every day. It doesn't happen like that. They are a good team. They are one of the best teams, one of the best team in Concacaf. Though I look at the US team and Balogun, and I'm looking at him at his club in the French league, and he's not firing as much as a lot of people might have thought that he would have just come into this USA team and just start fire off. He's not really. Balogun is a player where I really thought he would have been scary for Concacaf, but it turned out it wasn't so. Like, to me, he's balancing out. I always say this, people. Kankakov balances out players. They can come from playing very well in the English league, French league, German league, but as soon as they come down to Kankakov, they're starting to level out. People, hit the like button as soon as you walk in. People, hit the like button as soon as you walk in. Yeah, yeah, hit the like button as soon as you walk in. Yeah, man. Please, please hit the like button as soon as you walk in. Yeah. So the coach would definitely want to prove the doubters like myself wrong. Because, bro, if you have a team over here that's almost at full strength, who has been better than us in the past, we were looking like a team on the rise, right there on the merge to even get up to their level. But then we lost almost 6 starters in that one game. 6 starters. That's more than half of your entire team. But what I think this does is it opens up and creates an opportunity for all these 5 players who are going to be starters to own these positions, to become the player. If you're a winger, make sure you are first on that depth chart. And I think why a player like Ronaldo Cephas is very exciting for a lot of fans is he has that you don't know what's going to happen. It could happen, or we don't know if it's going to happen. I think somebody made a good assessment of his performances and stated that Ronaldo Cephas has to learn to do the same thing over and over. They're saying that that's one of his weakness. He doesn't, he can't replicate something that he does over and over to become that consistent player. But that's says with all that said, he still has that unknown factor. I believe everybody know pace. Pace is something in almost any sport. I don't know what. It's probably a few sports where pace is not. If you're swimming, you're gonna have to swim at a high pace. Like anything you look at, pace is something that you don't just wake up and you can train and become a faster version of yourself. But there are people who are just genuinely or genetically faster than we are. And I think he's one of those players. And I think that's where the Jamaican belief structure comes in, where we're like, yo, as a Jamaican still, yo, me feel so we can beat them in a dog. Me feel so we can beat them in a bro. 'Cause right now, US, brother, where do you miss it? Trinidad have them away, brother. Trinidad have them away. Me feel so we can beat them, bro. Corey Burke give it two. You see me, I say Bobby Reed score a special. One Bobby special. So the man they attack you and I tell us Jamaica I go win. For me, no. I that was yeah, man. That was a character. Yeah, we need to get a character their name, you know. We need to get a character their name, people. That was a character. We need to get a character their name. So with all that said though, I'm looking at the numbers and I'm looking at statistics and I'm looking at trajectory and I'm looking at how we won that Canada game with a better team, but we almost lost that game. So this is where outside fans would say that Jamaican fans are delusional, that we're expecting to win with a lesser team against a better opponent. That's why they would say Jamaican fans are delusional. But what one factor, I hope I have my window closed. All right. I hope I have my window closed. One factor is that games against the USA and Jamaica are genuinely competitive. They genuinely comes into a sticky mode at some point. It can be I just based on how I hear the pundits and the fans and the analysts from the side for the US team, they are expecting Jamaica to get beat 4-1. They're expecting a 4-1 result. A lot of them, they're just like, yeah, they said, you know what they're calling it? They said it's going to be a vibes win. A vibes win. Bro, a vibes win. A vibes win. I think I heard this on CNBC or NBC Sport. One of those things, one of them one day. Them kind of close. The man them said this is gonna be a vibe win where Pulisic get one, you know what I mean? Balogun gets his, and it's a vibes win. That I hope the Jamaican team can take that ego and that just hyperbolic behavior from the US fans, and we just create that upset. Because I know some people are gonna say that, all right, boom, in the Gold Cup, we drew in that first game with the US, which some people would say it's a US B team, but that was also a Jamaican team that hasn't even become a team properly. People let's remember, I think we have short-term memory as well when it comes on to Jamaican fans. Think about this, how we looked at it. We were supposed to be a team that would develop in the Gold Cup at the same time and win the Gold Cup. That was our expectation as Jamaican fans, including myself. And I was like, because we are going off individual talent, we knew that we got some new pieces, new weapons. Damari Gray, he's scoring. But we knew as fans, deep down, we knew that we didn't have a team as yet. And I saw that from the head coach. I saw that from the head coach in that Mexico defeat. He gave up in the first half when the game was over in the first half. He went like this and he was just talking to his assistant. And I said to myself, look, he gave up on the game He stopped coaching in the first half of that game when Jamaica went down 2. But I understand why he did that if that's the case. I don't know if it's random. He realized at that time that Jamaica, we are doing a lot of things right, but we're not there yet. I think he came to the decision between opinions and actually being honest with the team he knows he has. He just realized that the Mexicans was a, a proper oiled machine ready to go. And he realized that, okay, I'm building a team. But as Jamaican fans, we expected a good result from Jamaica in the Gold Cup. And I still think they got it. For me, the Gold Cup was about Jamaica playing the same team over and over for a number of games. That's what's important for me with this team. And I saw the Gold Cup. I saw the Gold Cup as that kind of tournament. And I thought in the Mexico game, when they hit us early, I thought that the coach accepted that as well. And it was like, back to the drawing board. No, we drew with that US team that some would say is a B team. However, we're with our quote unquote A team, but we're now missing six starting players. How do you compensate? Like, how does the percentage starts to move in our chances of winning this game? That's evil. That's how I look at games. That's from the analytic side of it. That's how I'm looking at the game. I'm thinking now, Jamaica has our A team, but we're missing 6 players that would be starters. And we drew with a US B team in the Gold Cup. So now what? And now we're playing a full strength US team with our team missing 6 starters. That's why the odds are going to be in the US favor. But then this is what they say, and this is why they say football is the beautiful game. You have these anomalies or these kind of games that just pops up where a team just wins the game and nobody expects them to win the game. And I think that's what keeps a lot of fans going. They know even if my team loses, I know we still have a chance to win. Jamaica has a chance to win before the whistle. They just have to do what they need to do in segments of the game. I think Jamaica has to divide this game up. Game plan for the first 15 minutes shouldn't be the entire game plan for the entire game. The first 15 minutes of the game, I think, is where the adrenaline in any game is at the highest mode. This is when players just starting to sweat. You just start feeling like your training is kicking in. Now your football memory, you realize, shit, I'm in the actual game. That's when it kicks in. So the first 15 minutes of that game is a lot of adrenaline. That's where I think Jamaica could hurt the United States with a player like Ronaldo Cephas. That's where I'm saying when the adrenaline defenders makes silly mistakes in those first 15 minutes of games as well, because the adrenaline takes over for their technique. It raffle feathers. They're not very calm anymore. They make a simple look at a lot of football games. I'm telling you, in the first 15 minutes of those games where the adrenaline is high, good players can make silly mistakes defensively. And I think that's where a player like Ronaldo Cephas, for me, is the X factor. No, if Jamaica happens to get conventional off the pitch training session type of football, this is where a Jamal Lowe comes into the game for me. If Jamaica starts to get some traction where we get a few good passes in their final third and the ball ends up at the feet of Jamal Lowe, we are winning. If the ball ends up at the feet of Jamal Lowe, I believe in that guy. We're winning. And I'm going to beat Jamal Lowe because I'm not show up. I said, Jamal Lowe is, bro, once I saw Jamal Lowe in that friendly game against the United States in Austria, I said, yeah, like this is the kind. I like those calm type of players because I know I played football. The calmer you are in front of goal, the more chances you're going to be able to put in the back of the net because it's not adrenaline you're working off. You know, and okay, I got the ball. This is my angle. This is my location. But imagine they have to they have to speed that up like all of that thought in like milliseconds to do the right thing. And that's where your first touch comes in. And a player like Jamalo, really good first touch. I think if he gets into the box correctly, I think he could be a danger man. And it depends on where the coach plays Jamalo. I need Jamalo going towards the goal in this game. And I know a lot of people are saying maybe Jamaica should set up defensively in this game. I think we should set up attackingly as possible in this game. I think we should. I think we should maybe start three good midfielders in there. I start a Bobby Reed, uh, Roy Anderson, a Casey Palmer in the middle of the park, or a Daniel Johnson, a Casey Palmer, and a Roy Anderson in the middle of the three. Those are three players who can move the ball around. And what you won't get in one solid CDM, you will get it out of Daniel Johnson and Casey Palmer. They will just be one player if you plan to really play defensively. If you really plan to play defensively. So I think that we should go on the front foot. Because as I said, in especially in the first 15 minutes of the game, I don't think Jamaica start low block, sitting back and just soaking up pressure. I just don't think we have those kind of defenders who are disciplined enough to soak up pressure for that long period of time. I just don't see it. So I think Jamaica has to really hit them based off adrenaline in those early parts of the game. Or if you're not going to hit them on adrenaline, you got to be able to soak up pressure when they are playing well and still be prepared to take that one opportunity your team gets and sink them. That's how you sink big teams. You try to hit them in the first 15 minutes of the game, okay, then you know they're going to take over the game. Eventually, you know the United States is going to take over like 70, 60% about the ball position because they have those kind of players. That's what they're going to do. But what Jamaica has to do is that those are the times in the game that they have to be most disciplined when the United States is taking over the game. Yeah, they're making a lot of traction, but you're holding up in your position. You just want to make sure the next player is holding up in his position. And I think if the coach sees that players are not holding up, that's where he should make his adjustments. That's where he should make his adjustment. So, Coach Jaime Algrimson always have one surprise. I'm gonna give him. It's up till game time right now. I'm not going to be beating the team. So other people them expect me for just. Even though I think United States does have the edge over Jamaica, I think Jamaica has just as much chance to win as the edge that the US has over Jamaica. So I wanted to be fair and leave that open and that spontaneous fact in sport that just always happen. You just one team just beat a team that you expected to win. Is this the time? Is this the moment? Jamaica has improved as a team. They have improved. They have. They've improved as a team, but we've been unlucky, and we have to be honest about that. Let me just read some of the comments. Just had to chop up that first part of the show. Why is Liam Bailey not invited? A Kunade or something like that. Yeah. He it's stated by the coach apparently that he has missed curfew, so he's I didn't watch the press conference, but I think that's what was said. I think it was swirling in the media or something. So he did miss the curfew, him and another player, Travante Stewart, and they are suspended. Up Jamaica Guna. I can't start all the way from the top. Yeah, man. People so he can't so maybe we start from the top and answer a question or something today. Maybe that's the kind of show today. So he can't so he can. So why we can't call up other player? It should not be a big deal. The deal is gangster. Who are the other players? Please provide who the other players are. This should open doors and opportunities for guys, coach all to call up non-striker. Harris Clark should be in this team. I won't be watching tomorrow's match. One love call up whisper for him. Look how many strikers we have. all over. Did the coach went and talk to Redmond? Jesus Christ, bro. The coach can't scout everybody, brother. One Sherman. Big up yourself, bro. Tennessee Lewis. Big up yourself, Jeremy Blake. JT, the question I need to ask you is when they call the player to do the player, do they buy the ticket last minute? Cause they would have known that he ain't coming. I don't know what they do exactly, but I think you can't buy a ticket for a player until the player confirms. I think that's like the only logical way to think about it. You can't buy a ticket for a player until the player confirms. So if the JFF bought a ticket, I guess the player did confirm to come in, and scenarios pop up, and he changed his mind. They pull kudos from uh is a team as well. Yeah, if you know what I mean. This is not one man team. We need to have player waiting for opportunities. Like this coach need to go back to UK and get more players. Yo, yo, for real, gangster talking. You really talk like some gangster talk. Yeah, I say, yo, the coach, we just go back to England, bro. Don't you? The coach has. You don't you think the coach has been doing that, bro? The coach, big up yourself, dancehall topic. The coach has been doing that, bro. Well, if the coach is said to be more focused on Copa America, the player will follow suit. Yo, what would you do if you were the head coach and the situation? Yeah, this was the question that kicked off the show in a cool way today. I let it flow in that way. It was amazing. This question, yeah, and I think it took me on a really enjoyable football ride there. Hope he play one up front. All right. A gangster talk. I run a place right now. Straight. Yes, gangster talk. I run gangster talk. I run a place right now. Straight. Yeah, man. People, hit up the like button on the show. Hit up the like button on the show. Hit up the like button on the show. You see me? Hit up the like button on the show. Please, 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 please. Hit up the like button on the show. Yeah, man, I say hit the like button on the show, people. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hit up the like button. All right? We're talking football. We got a lot of time. I can do really a good show today as well. Yeah, 5. It's after 5. And we just only went for 30 minutes. That's good. That's good. So people, may not even check the likes them. People, make sure the video is at 100 likes. All of the people them with the range. Mr. United, Mr. Wilson here have a range right now. Yeah, we need to give some more people some range today. For sure. Yeah, man, we need some range people. We can get the people and like up the video them as well, so we can focus on the football. That's the next thing. Yeah, but bro, yeah, we were on that from Youngster talking. I think he's calling me JT, but he's saying JD. JT, let's be honest. I don't remember one game where Bailey has been able to impose his will on the game like Pulisic, McKennie, Way, etc. His club games have never translated over to the national team. And Eagle Republic, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, my brother. People don't understand that club football is like an all-star game. It's like you know, like you have the NBA all-star, so you can put like LeBron them and all of them mute upon the same team. You see me? Like you can put all of the stars them. It's like an all-star game when you play club football. Look at Liverpool. It's like you're like, I'm gonna take the best player from this club for the all-star games. I'm taking the best players from this club, this country. That's how it goes, bro. It's like a big all-star game. The thing is, when you come to international football, your true talent as a football player, it takes a little bit more to get it out because the competition is so stiff or tight at the at that level. So he has to get to the point where, but Messi went through this with with Argentina. Messi went through this. They were questioning Messi for a lot of years. Like, yo, can he really win? You see me? I say, can Messi really win the World Cup? That's why a lot of people would say the World Cup was kind of rigged, like for Messi to win the World Cup because a lot of people thought that the pressure on him it's immense. So they needed him to win. I don't know. I think they played really good football in that World Cup, but they could have, I think they lost to Saudi Arabia, Argentina in that World Cup, kicked off very poorly. But we saw them start building as a team, and you saw the Argentine style of football starting to just take its toll on their opponents, and they ended up in some big games that they won. And I think a big factor as well, they had a really good goalkeeper. I think Aston Villa slash Argentina has one of the best goalkeepers I seen in the world to me right now. I think he's one of the best goalkeepers. He's really consistent. He's really good. Either way you want him to like play, he's a really good goalkeeper. So people, as I said, let me check the likes and funny video and add some more inch to this thing here. But yeah, man, people, I'm gonna see to read up some more comments here. Sorry, JT, not J. Okay. Um, because Mr. United do this. Do you think we can win third place with this team, bro? That's a tough question. Big Trouble TV. I always get some big trouble. I'm gonna do you think we can win third place in this tournament? I don't know, bro. I don't know. To be honest, I think something like that may be possible. I think I've heard something of that nature. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, if there's gonna be a third place game being played by both the two losers from the semis, maybe that's what you're talking about. So yeah, hopefully that answers that. We have 10% chance of winning this game. Up, Guna. Far me to go. Me to go. Time for Cephas to set up and take his chances. Step up. You must, yeah, step up and take his chances. Eagle Republic. We can win. It's all about playing with confidence and play simple or simply no, play simple. Why should these professionals be scared of hot dog and pizza America? Damn, bro. Bro, the way you look for a sport, different gangster talking. Yeah. And maybe that's the way how the Jamaican team has to put it in their head. Like, we're playing these guys, but we don't care. We think we can beat them. You see what I said? Maybe that's what Jamaica needs to do. Just say, yo, we can beat them like anybody. And we need to start games on the front foot a bit more. That's what I'm saying. I'm not this type of person who believes in we just play games from, bro. We have 140 in here and we have like 40 likes on the video. No, I joke thing this. Mafisa, we thought the best first 30 minutes of football in another game, yeah, probably are my most enjoyable journey. I just talking football for like 30 minutes straight, non-stop on stream. I think I did that in this video, breaking down the game through a question that was asked there. So I think this video deserve at least 100 likes. If 140 are winning here, that unreal people. We have to reward content creators based on effort to provide the best content for you, time, by just pressing a like button. Like, it's invisible. It's like I'm telling you, like, bro, just press. Like, or just put your finger out. Like something, just one action. And it can be subconscious as well that you know how to do it yourself all the time. It would be beautiful if I can come and talk for an hour straight and don't ask anybody to hit the like button. And they just hit the like button and the show just keep flowing. Because that's a slowdown on the show, you see me? So you don't know. Charlton fan, big up yourself. Live so early. See replay since my manager and team play today. All right. Big up yourself, my boss. Yeah, it was an early stream today. Like, I know the scene is gonna be crushed later. Everybody are gonna be live, and the game is tomorrow. So I just wanted to do, because a lot of my shows this week kind of was in the realm of fun, a bit fun. So I even want to say to everyone who's gonna, if when I drop the link and you're going to join the stream today, we're strictly talking football. No shenanigans today. We have those kind of shows where it's just fun. We go off and wherever. But today, when we're talking football, I really don't have the patience to monitor like just different directions of the show today. Not today. I feel like we're in a flow. I started the show much early, and I would ask anybody who's coming on today, be prepared to talk about football. No shenanigans. I won't be, like today. The game is tomorrow. So anything we're talking about, I want to hear point of views of the fans in a way where it gets other people in the sense of wanting to ask a question as well about the team. How are we gonna win this game? Can Jamaica do it? Did we improve? That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do because this is a big game. I said it early on. I said it. Look at my channel, people. Kobe Mano. I think I'm the. I would say I think I'm the only Jamaican. I would say I'm the only Jamaican vlogger that made a video on Kobe Mano at his academy at Manchester United. Like I've seen a few youth games on the Man U channel and all this stuff, and I was like, yo, this kid is like 17. He's playing that holding midfield role. He's really calm, deadly on the ball, like he's way above. And I'm like, I'm looking at the play, and then boom, I heard them say they're saying like Manchester United just brought him up first team. Took his time, took him about 2 seasons to get in there. Now he's on an England call up at 18. When I see a player that I know, especially a lot of times people look for players, but they look for the big striker, the great winger. Like if I spot a player that can be really good at that position, and I think that's that player, and I think some of the best coaches are good at shuffling their squad till you find that combination of what position matches for the as the best player. When Emery came in, he tried Leon Bailey at that second striker, but he realized I get more from Leon Bailey out wide, isolation, where he gets to do his thing, or when he gets the chance, he kind of just cheats in and stay closer to the 18, and he's more deadly. 2 moves, he's in the box. And now defenders has to think, do I make this rash tackle or I have to get him to cross it this way? And that's how effective Leon Bailey has been. But Emery is a very good coach. He tweaked that thing. He kept making sure he's just going like, all right, Musa doesn't work there. And then he start making sure that unit that he's comfortable with is one of the most solid units. And that's what Aston Villa is doing. That's what Aston Villa is doing for us right now. They're just showing us really quality football. And they're showing a smaller team being able to play all the big teams in a very competitive way. Yeah, man, we did get like really lost off of them comments here, some power place. Yeah, so Big Show TV. All right, yeah, we know that. Yeah, we dropped the link. I think the link is dropped in the comment section. JT, yeah. JT, smooth show today. Yeah, man, it's a smooth sailing today. Yeah, that's the name of the show today. Smooth sailing. 4-1. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Saudi Arabia beat Argentina in their first World Cup game. That's why the game is played. Beautiful. Brian Martin did today. Okay, yo, some trolling are going in there. Yeah. Yeah, man, with that, she has sing some mad song. Wagon is them. One Jamaica. Wartime. City for life. Yo, and today, people, today is the next thing today is a camera show. Bombard. The only person where on the channel today who don't need to wear their camera is Jamaica Guna. Because everybody know Jamaica Guna thing set already. You see me? If you know, you know. If you don't know, I know today I'm gonna know. But if you're not Jamaica Guna, so please put your camera on if you're gonna join the show today. I'm not doing all um these Super Mario things on the screen today. All right. So who this we have here? So now, Udi, is that fresh, Mr. Fresh? Okay, I think he's Mr. Fresh. Okay, yeah, man. Big up yourself, Mr. Fresh.
All things.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yes. Okay, go ahead. What do you have to say, my boss?
Well, losing Antonio is a big deal, but I think as we can recover from it, we just have to pick the perfect lineup for it. I think we should go like a 3-5-2 formation. I put Low and Curryberg up top.
Oh, Jamal Low
Yeah,
and Corey Burke up top. That's not bad. That's not a bad idea. But I don't
but
think the coach is going three at the back. I think that would
uh,
be something good to try in this game, to be honest.
it is. I know. Is it? I wonder if it's too late to call up like Devontae Cole or Fabian Reed or
No,
even Alex Marshall.
Devontae Cole don't have his passport as yet.
What about even Alex Marshall from the Trinidad and Tobago game?
No, bro, no, bro. No, but you look like you start me give you a chance to talk sense, and then you start think backwards.
How's that backwards?
Yeah, bro. How good would a Alex Marshall impact this game right here? Bro, you need to. I would even go Norman Campbell or one of those guys who's just pure speed as well, and but are decent players. Norman
Hmm.
Campbell really. So I would go one of those players. We have to think, bro. This is a thing too. We have to come on get to a consensus on the depth chart of who's our next best players. I think the coach need to figure that out. Who's our next best player in this position? Who's playing at a club on farm? You know what I mean? Because right now we wouldn't know who's our next best, who's coming in after Mikel Antonio is out.
And Shamar Nichols is suspended.
Yeah.
Um, what about Kamara Roof?
Bro, Kemar Roof is the player that a lot of people are upset that he's not in the squad.
Yeah,
Kemar
me too.
Roof.
I was very surprised that he didn't get called up. That to me made no sense.
But Kemar Roof has been coming off a lot of injuries and stuff. So, you know, it's been coming off injuries. So they kind of been a bit cautious with him and his club. And I don't think this coach has I don't know if this coach has spoke to Kemar Roof because remember, Kemar Roof has never played under this coach.
No, I know, and also Andre Gray too.
Hmm. Andre Gray, yeah, he's a player that Cataract really was calling for this play. I think right now is a game that we could have used that player, but we didn't know that Mikel Antonio is going to be gone last minute in this game.
Is it because of what injury he leave the camp or what personal reasons?
Bro, I don't think he even went to the camp based on what's happening. And bro, and I'm not gonna blow this out of proportion.
Mm-hmm.
If his club said he's not coming, I have to respect that as well. As I said, Mikel Antonio's value is at his club.
True, true.
It's- that's where his asset is, bro, and that's where he is as an asset for somebody else.
And that's why making money.
Exactly. So he would be screwing up the money for everybody on that side. So Mikel Antonio, I am cautious with how I understand it's not Mikel Antonio's fault that we don't have the next couple of best young players, chopping strikers who wants to get moving and getting ready to go. That's not Mikel Antonio's fault.
Mm-hmm.
We should have a striker from the JPL where we say, yo, right now, let's say when we did have Tuffy and this today. We should have like a Tuffy right now with the people's them striker. Him not make the
Mm-hmm.
team, but right now is a good time. So we are say, yo, can you not even need to teach him no tactics? Cause him a go, they go just play anyway.
No, so there's nobody in JPR right now who's a top striker who gets can fit in the squad at
Yeah.
this moment.
I don't think we have them Tuffy kind of people. Who was the next striker? And what the next youth name now, man? Your name slipped me. Midfielder for Harbour View. In the end up play for Jamaica at one point, and they been ban him or something.
Oh, Jeremy, you mean you're talking about Jeremy Hugh?
Jeremy and Hugh, right? You see me? I say like you have them kind of player there. Like organization might not get along with them, but
Mm-hmm.
the people's them say the people them say them you would have half night squad because everybody see it how good they are It's just
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
discipline or connection, or he pissed off somebody and he's not getting into the team. But Jamaica hasn't been creating those players in a while. We haven't had that one player that me and you can say, me and you can agree upon what we
Mm-hmm.
say. That player, he might not as technical as the word, but we know same of the Maradona type quality there. Because all of those players that we talk about, they showed skill of those kind of players. Is what through the man of Spanish, if a man can do that skill the over and over like Maradona improvise in certain spot, you
Mm-hmm.
got it like that. But the difference is Maradona and them just got better and better and better and better and better and better. And if you stop where you started off learning something and being as good up to a point, if you're not getting better and better and better, you end up like in the USL and you just flat out as those kind of. I don't like any kind of league that you can't qualify for anything. The USL, you can't get promoted.
Or
Uh,
relegated
yeah,
or anything
I
like that.
think that is so bad. I think that's why the USL doesn't get that respect. There's no great end result where humans love to challenge, battle,
Mm-hmm.
go to war, move things along. Imagine if you're a USL team who can, you have a good stadium, local fan base, really good. You beat out all your teams, you're unbeaten the entire season, and you go into the MLS. You
That,
you
well,
you
that
know what I
should be
mean?
a good. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I want MLS and MLS and USD come together and talk about that. Maybe that will help
No, no.
bring in more people.
Yeah, but the problem, what they want to do is they're doing it like American football, where it's a franchise, where you know that each, it's like a club, like you have an NFL team, you're like a Jerry Jones Dallas Cowboys, and no team is getting relegated from the NFL each season. It's just these franchise, they come and they compete, and if you are the worst loser, you get the number one draft pick. If you won the thing, you get a mid-table draft pick unless you traded for some of your draft picks last season. So their model is David Beckham and those guys own a club. You have the Red Bulls, but they're adding a lot more franchise. But I think that's what the English game has. The German game, the French game, the Italian game, the Spanish game
Spanish
has.
game.
You can always move up to something, and people like to dream big, and that pushes people and motivate them to play harder. That
Mm-hmm.
takes it out of it for me with the USL. When I look at it, I'm like, these players are just playing and what, hope somebody see them. They should try to win as well while you're trying to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like having you like, it's like my hand on top of your head for the rest of your life. And you can't grow past this. So. Like me just have my hand on top of your head and you can't grow past this. I say, son, it's a tough life down there, brother. But stay strong. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. USL, all right, yeah. And the only way I think a player should take up a deal to go to the USL after schoolboy football is if it's in partnership with another club that you're gonna be sure to go into a first team 1 or 2 years after,
Mm-hmm.
because you will then get stuck there.
True.
You see me, I say? So it's probably good to go to a USL team that has a relationship with a bigger club, and part of your deal is, yeah, if I have this amount of stats, this improvement, this, that, I should be in the first team at this club, or
You
at
see,
least be able to
you
do
see how
that.
the NBA have the two-way contract
Mm-hmm.
where they play both the G League and in the NBA.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
they should do that in the USL and also the Canadian Premier League too.
yeah. But they do pay them a contract. You know that, right?
I know
As
about a two-way contract, meaning that you train with the first team, but if let's say you're doing well, you actually play very well, you can play with the first team in the NBA. But if
yeah,
it's
yeah. So that may talk about, bro. But I think maybe they might have something like that in the USL if a USL team is linked to a MLS team and the player is playing well at the USL team. I think he can play. I think there's something like that there, though. Yeah, I think so.
you
I
can
think
look
so.
into it.
Yeah, man. Grammy family, big up in yourself, man. Who is the last real good Jamaican outfield player in the MLS? You would have to say Andre Blake, bro.
Blake.
No, Andre Blake is in ghost. I would have to say it's between Damian Lodem and Corey Burke and those guys. For now, that our memory can. I think these guys has really gone up to the top tier
Mm.
of and the upper echelon of football. They captain the Jamaica team. They have gone back to their teams and consistently play well. You know, so I don't know. Casey Palmer, Bobby Reed, DJ versus Messiah McKenny, Tyler Adams. I don't look at the game like that. To be honest, I don't look at the game like that. Avis Williams. Um, USL is generally 1 year contract. Okay, that's good. That's good because I don't think that's the league you want to get bogged down in long
Don't get stuck
contract.
into the wrong tier.
Yeah, yeah. So let me see if we can check another comment here from Jamaican Football Fans.com. Travante Stewart would have been next up with Antonio Nichols out, but he's suspended. I don't think he would have been called back, bro. I think even if he was at his club, the fact that he's not playing well, he's not getting much better. And I'm not, bro. As soon as Travante Stewart start getting better, I'm the first person gonna be like, yo, Travante Stewart is looking really good right now playing. He's really good up front. His runs are concise. He's peeling off defenders. You know what I mean? He's finding those gray zones in the box, pulling up, popping off headers. I'm like, bro, you have to go watch Travante. Oh, you know, so we're gonna start watching. But as of now, he's not playing well. And what we've seen of the player in that short stint, I saw Travante Stewart pass a couple balls for the national team, and I was shocked. It looked like when you're just learning to play football. Like he just passed the ball, the pass, the touch was too heavy.
I
It
remember
was
that
just,
game.
you remember?
Yeah,
Like
when Antonio got injured and he came on.
he came on, like I was like, this is
I'm like, yo,
unreal.
that. I didn't understand the substitution by the court, to be honest. But my question is, JT, this guy knew from he had time to recruit players between the 5 months before after the last game from Canada up to now. Like, what the recruitment do? What's taking so long bringing in players?
Listen, that's one of the, I would say, that's one of the blessings of Jamaica and one of the Achilles heels.
Hmm.
We we have a wealth of talent, but it's always this noise around talent getting into the team. Jamaican football has always been known as a team where people either get into the team who's not supposed to be in the team, or people who's supposed to be in the team get left out of the team. Those two things always sound to be happening. People who's
Hmm.
supposed to be in the team is not in the team, and certain people getting left out. I don't have any evidence of that. I've never seen that take place, but I can assume with a logic, with a brain as a human, that potentially happened. And who knows if that was you or me in there? Who knows if we wouldn't do that as well? However,
No, the man can come in and help the side get better. Why not? So I don't see the problem with that. It's just ego and
my
pride.
friend, that's what I'm trying to say. I would love for everybody to think the same way you think. We would have been winning on that administrative level with getting the right players in the team. But another thing as well, passport and documentation. I think we're one of the big failures. Lie. And I think a lot of people don't understand it. I think it's the transition between getting a player from the diaspora into the national team via a filter system. A person who knows the player or knows or works with the team should be
Hmm.
able to go and scout that player before he even gets a passport. Okay, is this player even good enough? That's another thing. We need to stop telling every player actually to get a Jamaican passport, bro. Actually, we don't need to do that.
No, I don't think.
I think this will make the process actually much easier as well. Because when you pop up with a list of 7 million players who have a passport, that sounds great.
But
But
they
how
can
many of
actually
these players can
can they
play?
play? True.
Yeah, how many of these
But
players can actually play?
my thing is the JFF should hire somebody who just deal with recruiting players, owner recruitment. They
My
go
friend, I'm telling you,
hmm?
that's where the golf is, man. That's where one of the big problem. And I in a way, I would love to be a part of just telling them that's exactly what you do. You just do that. It's a simple fix. I wouldn't. That's not in my capacity, but it's not a hard fix. I just
No,
don't
it's
know
not.
why that is not like something that's like automatic from like a team when you know there are people in there who are probably smarter than me and you. Like how I'm like, is this how smart people think? They forget to think about other things that are probably necessary. You know, maybe like smart people are just busy thinking about just super smart stuff
I was waiting for that.
that they just forget to think about things that are um not necessarily necessary. I don't know if that's correct. Jamaica Guna, big up yourself, my boss. Upon
Oh,
rolling.
grandfather, blessings to the house and bless up to all the people them in the chat. Um, yeah, man, I'm there. I'm just here today, and I had an epiphany this morning.
Mm,
And I decided that this would be the appropriate time to come and share it, considering
right.
that we have a big match tomorrow. You know,
Mhm.
I think that what we are missing out on is that the JPL players, who a lot of people are ridiculing, are the saviors of Jamaica football, and
Really?
they're just not being. Yeah, that energy is not being harnessed properly. That is my view, because um we need to stop chasing off these English people. We need to stop chasing after them, because they're disrespecting Jamaica, and they
That's
are
how you're that's
they
your
them show
point
you.
of view? Are you doing
Yeah,
like a skit?
yeah,
Are
that's
you
my
doing a
point of
skit?
view. That's what I got the epiphany this morning. So I will share it. Say
Are
this
you
is the
doing
way
a
to
skit
go.
right
We
now?
should.
Are you doing a skit right now or what? No, bro. Listen.
Continue, now, bro. I am saying to you, right? Say
Yeah.
that is the way, because them Englishman are as a disrespect Jamaica. Bailey Cadamartri choose under 19 England side, even though I'm not got captured afterwards. But him choose under 19 England side over Jamaica side, over Jamaica national side, bro. So with that being said, right? We will stop look there, so and we will look local, we will look internal. So if we go for the leading goal scorer, I was reliably informed by Mr. Brighton that the leading goal scorers are a youth from Waterhouse, Javian Bryan, and a youth from Dunga Garden. And then there's another youth from Jungle, I think, another elder from Jungle, a big man. Him there are Jungle too, he must score some goals. So draw them man in at the side. And them man they shouldn't get the call in the first place, actually, because they are the
Okay.
saviors of Jamaica football. And I think we're missing the golden generation of Jamaican talent coming out from the JPL.
I said you heard I said that, right? I said that we
No, I'm
have
not hear you
failed.
say. Me never
Yeah,
hear.
that's what I spoke on where I said we haven't produced dub up. Oh my god, a camera show we want to do today still, bro. We want to do camera show today, everybody, because I don't want the screen start getting too full up with yeah, so can't everybody without a camera. Guys, we're only working with camera today. I don't think double mega call you. Mega call you today, double. I'm gonna call you, all right? I will call you. Anybody else that come on other than Jamaica Guna, I made that clear when the show is starting, has to have a camera on today. I'm not gonna be doing the cartoon setup today. Double up, I will call you on the phone and we chop it up. Um, yes, Jamaica Guna. As I was saying, we haven't produced a Tuffy Anderson lately. We haven't produced a, as me say, who else we haven't produced lately? We haven't produced at a topper, them kind of player there. Neither. You see me? The Andy Williams, Jeremy and Hugh, Ricardo Fuller, Tyrone Marshall. Like, we haven't produced them kind of baller there anymore. Who were, because one of the things that we lack is in the local league is consistency. They're not being consistent over over 2 or 3 seasons. You see, like the leading goal scorer at Waterhouse right now, the problem is you ask him to do that next season and he cannot replicate that. He
Why
cannot
would you say
replicate
that?
that.
You cannot say that, because
No,
neither you
it
or
just
I can
hasn't happened. It just hasn't happened. If you can find me a player in Jamaica in
take
the past 10
a pull
years
off
that
of that Kool-Aid
dominated
split.
preseason, huh? May I listen. Guna, you hear me?
Say again.
No, may I say, Guna, I haven't found many players, even when you look at the buy grade.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm saying you said something about dominate.
Yeah, we haven't found a player that just dominate the league in Jamaica for 2 to 3 years in a row, and him improving at his position, and we can all agree that's what we're seeing. We haven't seen that. Are just one of those players who just has the
Dominate?
anomaly. Bro, me don't know for the word dominate alone here, bro. Coach Garfield, chip in. I think he's not hearing me well. Chip in, Coach Garfield.
No, man, go on, man. May I listen to you? May I listen to you? I say, go on, man. Go on.
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, no, me here, bro. Cause we weren't hearing you.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm saying I'm not only hearing the word dominate, but I'm saying to you that a player that I may have done well in the last was done well and is overseas now trying to build up him thing is my youth there where he used to play for Wilmers. Wilmers Middle right? We play for Aberview. He used to play right back, man. See it, we baller, I don't remember the baller name. But a good baller. I think he's in Belgium now, I think. The youth that went to him, Circa Bruges, man.
Yeah.
You don't know who I refer to?
Right. No, I don't know who you're referring to. I got lost there.
Oh, you don't know who they are, Circa Bruges, where is a representative of Jamaica?
No.
He did well in the Premier League for the last 2 years in his position. And then he moved on.
Who's that? His name?
You
talking about Tyreek Zimenez?
Zimenez.
Bro, I know he's somewhere there in Belgium, but I don't even check for the team that he's on. I keep telling people like, bro, I really don't keep up with lower league.
No, I'm not going further, and I'm just saying to you because you asked about a player who was dominating in their position for maybe 2-3 years. And I think he dominated in his position. I think he was probably best in his position for a couple of years in the JPL. Yeah, but man, that's not something that is something to be bragging about still. But and a whole of vibes and about a Kool-Aid spliff. See? Mm-hmm. Me just a repeat where some man I say in the streets. Anybody who know me knows I troll, not troll. But the reality is this. Right now, which part Jamaica team there? To be honest with you, two things are very, 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 very different from what we have. Mm-hmm. We have a huge diaspora of players out there who are of Jamaican heritage because it is customary for a Jamaican man to, let's say, spread their seed, right? So we have a whole of kids all over the place who are qualified for play for Jamaica, either through parentage or grandparentage. But here what the problem is now, right? Some of them have connections because they are human beings. Some of them have connections to their country, them have connections to them father, them talk to them father, them know them family. Others don't, because some man just breed and cut. And because of that, when time I hear a man say I have Jamaican parentage and don't want to play for Jamaica, but the only connection to Jamaica is a father who was absent, then you have to understand that. But a lot of times we as fan base don't dig deep into the situations and to assess who is who and what is what. We just hear someone have Jamaican parentage, him don't want to play for Jamaica, and we just start calling the shots. But Deli Ali used to wear Ali on the back of his shirt, and then he asked the Premier League to if he could change the Ali because it's customary to wear your last name on the shirt. And he said if you could change Ali to Delhi because he didn't identify with his dad. And I think it actually was a rule change still, but if don't quote me on that. But I'm just saying to you that we have a lot of players all over the place who can represent Jamaica. None of them we don't even know, bro. The youth play for, we are goalkeeper for Spain. The dad couldn't play for Jamaica, you know.
Okay.
Most people don't know that, you know. The youth will play for Spain. Which side them play for? Side them play for? Boy, we play for Spain now, man. Him play for one of them, either Sheffield or Brentford or one of them side. Isn't me? Him could have actually, I think him name Robert Martinez or something like that. The man couldn't play for Jamaica as well. You understand me? I said, so I just make you know, so sometimes the man them identify with them culture and then identify with them parentage and then build and them want to play for Jamaica and we have to just have it at that. And then have that connection to the country. I am personally Me meet some of the ball of them personally when me there in England, yeah? Man them forward on my show, the man them there and them all them vibes and with the backstage with the man them and we are chat to the man them. And me get to understand what is popping in real life from their perspective. And I'm not gonna say that everything with them say I saw it go right across the board, but at least that gives you a little insight into how them think. These mans they were connect with Jamaica, the man them are Jamaican brother, because we have a strong culture. I've gone to Poland. I'm gonna say Jamaicans are Poland, and 10 Jamaican people, they are student exchange in Poland. 10. Them forward them show me the diaries with them and chat to them. And the man them is just Jamaican. And the man them live in Poland for 20 odd years. Who they are Poland for 20 odd years, they are married and pick me house or something. So me just make you understand that our culture is extremely strong. And them man then come back to Jamaica. So one of them say they come to Jamaica for 15 years. And the man so like him still dead on St. Elizabeth. So we have a strong culture where we're in with some people gonna pass on that culture to their children and they're gonna grow up in that home, but some don't. And some connected with their Jamaican past or their Jamaican parentage, and some are not connected with it. Most times, if it's a mother is a connection, it's gonna be very, very much Jamaican. Because the mother all on the culture and the mother's Jamaican and that is it. You have some man where go foreign and switch up and Americanize themselves or Britishize themselves, you know what I mean? And take, but you have some man who hold on the culture same way. When you hear the dog them talk, the man them are just Jamaican, G. They might not born on the land, but them are Jamaica, because Jamaica is not just who born on the land is a Jamaican. Because anyone over there has a picking a foreign. And with a war, when our son them come represent, our daughter them come represent Jamaica, we have to encourage them and say, you're going to represent Jamaica. Because we are Jamaican and we want to see our children them represent our country. When instead of the country where them born. You over me I said to you? So when some people talk more time, I kind of want to widen the perspective so we can have a conscious reasoning without adding xenophobia, because we're not supposed to do that. Our own national matter is against that. So if a man say my Jamaican more than me, and his way of being a Jamaican more than me is to saying Jamaica only should be represented by people who are on the land. You can't be Jamaican more than me if you're disobeying the motto that we as Jamaicans supposed to go by, which is out of many one people. That suggests that Jamaica is a mixture of countries, and out of all of those many mixtures come one people, and that one people is a Jamaican. So if he's a Jamaican and you want to adhere to the rule, the motto, where we say, we are say from we are go primary school, from basic school, we know say out of many one people. It then a big national stadium there in there. And you are gonna look every time you go around Jamaica match and look up on the big Jamaica flag and say out of many one people. You are gonna disobey that.
You know, you did veer off our mental about though, right? You know that, right? Like
no, me just that. Remember, say me make a point and me jump off with my father. So me just follow come and comment my point when me that saying in the comments. Me just follow up on that. Okay, what were you talking about that me veer off of?
I don't even remember what we were talking about, bro.
So you know,
you were speaking about players not dominating in the league. JPL.
Yeah. What's your take on that?
I was just in the comments. It's related. I was just in the comments trolling, and I was saying that, and even when I thought on the show, I started to troll because the same dominating factor that everybody's been talking about.
But they say, you're confused when you come up on the show and I can access if it's a skit.
No, man, start with your brain, man. I look down in the comments and see if the people them down there confused.
Okay. I wonder if it was a skit here run on the thing.
No, man. You have to start with your brain, man. I'm gonna get some good grades. Kool-Aid weed now work, my father.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So the thing what me I say is that we have to understand, because I was commenting and just run some joke, because in a reality I've heard this talking point being propagated about the dominance of the man who are dominant. I'm say okay, the same dominant way I use. Man where I say man when we are in the Premier League, in the JPL, supposed to be in the national side over a certain man, because according to the narrative, Scadamachi, this Jamaica, right? Give Jamaica the middle finger for England under 90. So that's the narrative. So what is the other solution?
That's the narrative. Okay, that's the narrative.
Yeah, so what's the solution to the narrative is to bring in JPL players. So my line of reasoning was get the best goal scorer from the JPL and put him in the national side. That's a line of reasoning. And then I went off to show you. Come here, I say I can screen back your brain them properly.
Bridget, see what I say. See what I say about getting in the best player. You have to understand, say, the level.
We'll do it in an order, so we get it running smooth.
Let's touch on something real quick and fast. In the level spot, the team there right now, some of the players them in our JPL just not at the level. Them just can't compete, and that's just facts. We see it over and over. And I see what I say as far as that. And yes, those players will be committed. Those players will not turn down the opportunity like some of the ball of them or find excuses or whatever it may be. But the level as far as to compete in the Nations League is just not there. I'm telling you that straight up. Like the level of the day. So if you bring all about Premier League ball of them, even if you find the best ball of them, like they're not gonna match the level of what the United States are bring forward. And I just that. I'm not say Ray, I'm not say you can't bring them in and them not for play and all that. But it's just like brother, like we are trying to win something, we are trying to make history, we are trying to win the Nations League. You see me? We are trying to do something where the country is in a position, the semi-final where me they not San Antonio right now, where I got the game. But me I tell you, if I'm just watching the World Cup and then they play at Austin, the World Cup qualifier. I mean, they not the stadium. I mean, I watch some of the ball of them, brother. Like the man them just them not have it. So when we just feel like the man them need to just go back to the drawing board. Them need to start recruit the youth them from the under 16, like the do right now, under 16, under 17, and put them in our system and make these players be consistently call up, so them getting out the roots, just like I said, get the roots, get the culture. So when them get to the level as the senior team, them not gonna turn it down because them been gel in the process. When I get players from when them are 30-something years old and 20-something years old and they are try calling them on the in, them not group me hear Andre Gray on a podcast and I must say, yo, if him they get called up from the England team and the Jamaican team back then, whom that pick. And the man said that pick England, but him say from being called up from the Jamaican team and him see all the culture is and he see how it is right now. If him didn't know them thing there, him that definitely play Jamaica over England because him see all the roots is, him see all the culture. Them man that live the culture, live the roots. All them need to do is get gel. So I feel like what the JFF need to do, start implement these young kids from a young age. Start calling them up. The England youth them, don't wait until them old. Start calling them up from when them young. That way the man them can see the culture. When them get them break or whatever, the man them come a yard and be around the people them and see certain things and see how the life is and them get accustomed to all the culture is. So when them man they get called up and when them are on the senior team and when they are 25 and 26 years old, them now do them first cap. Them now do them second cap. Them man have underneath them 25 caps. So them already brave them say, yo, me a Jamaican. But what we are doing right now, we are call up man when them are 25, 26, if I do them first cap. And right then and them already have the England nationality and the England.
So what you think about Demarai Gray? Because Demarai Gray get called up from when I'm about 27. What you think, boy?
I mean, like see with Demarai Gray. What I say now?
No, I say if we shall allow Demarai Gray, like him get called up when I'm about 26, 27.
Me not say if we low him. Me not say that. You not say that if we low Demarai Gray. But see, and that go back to one next thing too. Certain man, you know, say them have it in them already, and them have virgin. Like for example, Demarai Gray, him and Liam Bailey done link up from long time. Demarai Gray have people who that come to Jamaica regular who spar with when him there overseas. So him already just like even Andre Gray. Andre Gray is the next man. Them man they have Jamaica tattoo upon them, have Jamaica flag upon them neck from long time. Them just did a wait upon the opportunity for Jamaica to say, Ray, coming at the camp. But
so let's jump into the game Sunday because that we don't have all day to talk development today. There's a game not Sunday, tomorrow actually. There's a game tomorrow. Jamaica, as I said, I outlined some things when I started this stream. One of the things were the Jamaica team that drew against this US team in the Gold Cup was at full strength, but we were less cohesive as a team. I think we are further along as a team now, but the problem is we're missing 5 starters from a game that we drew against a quote unquote B squad, B US team. So do you think this shortfall of players, do you think Jamaica can actually defeat the United States in the United States as a man who's going to be at that game? Coach Garfield, just wrap that up and we move on.
I'm gonna touch upon that. Me feel like from what me see Jamaica do versus Canada right now, like I feel like, and we need to trust the process of Coach H. I feel like him have a good system when I do. I feel like him we just need to get just like any coach, give the man time. We always I call him up on certain things and me as a coach myself, like I say, like give him time. Me feel like personally, me feel like we're gonna win the Nations League. And I mean I just say that cause me a Jamaican. But me feel like cause me feel like
You know what me feel say? You know what me feel say, Coach Garfield?
Guano. Now you hear man, Guano?
You know what me feel say? Feel say you're delusional, bro. we actually need to beat the USA first before you even start thinking about winning the Nations League.
Bridget, the reason why I say that, Bridget, I feel like this team have been growing in front of us, and we now get a team.
Missing 5 starters.
JT, let me say something quick. Because man, I'm back to
I've been trying to signal. You said we're good in order.
But you know, say lead half run.
Okay, but just say 2 things. No man, 2 things quickly.
I'll make up at the time and make sure you get enough time. Go ahead.
Yeah man, I'm going to get more than enough time. Just 2 things. Look here, a lot of people keep going back to back in the days when we were able to take from the local pool. Back in those days, a player like Pepe Goodison or Whitmore, when they reach 1920, in nowadays they are gone to some Slovakian league or USA league or whatever. I mean, they are gone. So the better young players that we would have coming up, they are now gone very early. And one of the reasons why you're not seeing many players doing 2 years consistently, because once you have a good year, they are also gone to some league somewhere. So that's another thing. So we have to be continually building. So the local is not the way to go, because once a youngster have a decent season, he's gone. So you have to, the same thing is, it's going to be wherever they come from. You know, and another thing too, you mentioned, I don't have any JPL players in the current squad that you can tell me about. You'd have to tell me which starters in there. Because Andre Blake was never a JPL player, Premier League, whatever you want to call it. Lowe was also not, they played under 21, right? Shamar Nichols, same thing. So most of these players go very, very young. And even if they do have a 1 season or most 2, most times after that, they are gone. Okay? The next thing, we have to look at the reality of the situation. We're losing 6 starters, right? Our pool is getting deeper. It's not that deep yet. So by losing literally half of your squad, and we're going up against a USA team that is basically full strength now, I want us to win, but I'm also realistic. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, that's it.
Excellent leader. Yeah, man. It's I think you did forward on before Cataract. So I'm gonna let you have your take.
Yeah, Cataract, let me go, Cataract.
Let him go, man. Let
me cook, Cataract.
All right, go ahead. We're not going there. We're not going there.
Honestly, this team is very depleted. We're not talking about a squad. We're talking about starters. We're missing 6 starters. I mean, we were at full strength when we played the USA in the Gold Cup, and they used basically a B team, even though we looked very good in that game, and I think we should have won that game. They ended up drawing the game. So I'm saying now the USA is at full strength. And one thing I realized with the likes of a Christian Pulisic or Weston McKennie, when them man they put on the USA shirt, a different animal than they, especially Christian Pulisic. And I realized that with a lot of USA athletes, whether it be basketball, athletics, whatever, once them put on them USA jersey, they become the superstar that they think they are in America. You see me, I say it's a different animal we're dealing with. So it's going to be a really, 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 really uphill battle for us to get a positive out of this game. You understand? We're probably going to see the game, watch the game, and we're like, whoa. We're going to be under so much pressure. And the thing is, we're trying to look and say, all right, how can we win this game? Who are the players who is going to score a goal for us? We can't even put our fingers on things like that. You understand? Yeah, we know we have our defenders and our goalkeeper, which is good. But the midfield, the attacking third. What is going to happen there? You understand? We're in the dark because the players that are going to be out there are not players who are consistently in the team, who are consistently showing up for the team. So they're too much unknown for us to say, okay, yeah, we can say, oh, Jamaica can win this game 2-1. We're just, it's just wishful thinking at this moment. We're supporting the team, but if we're being honest, it's going to be very hard. You understand? If any one of you on here, I know Cataract is going to talk next. If you are on here and you can put a path forward, how Jamaica can come out of this game victorious, I would like to know, because it's you can't put something out there right now that we can say, yeah, that can happen for real. It's just wishful thinking and hope. When I'm looking at the game, I'm saying, all right, but we don't have a 6 starters. What is plan B? Not even the plan B we don't have. You understand? So it's going to be very, very, very difficult. I would like us to win. I'm hoping that we win. But at this moment, it looks very, very, very difficult. A very hard task to do it tomorrow night. And I'm hoping that we can come out victorious. But as I said, it's a tough USA squad against a depleted Jamaica team. I mean, if the shoe were on the other feet and USA were missing so many players and we had our full strength team, we would say, oh yeah, man, Jamaica is the favorite. The USA is the clear favorite here. And that is no secret. They are the clear favorites. And with players dropping out like flies, it's even worse. So I would love to know, Cataract, yes, we would like to win. But if you can chart a path forward, how we can do that, I would love to know, my friend.
Bro, that was a good segue, Issa Allen. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. And you made some really good points there about US athletes basically transforming into something else to when it's game time for their country. Go ahead, Cataract.
Good
Yeah,
afternoon.
yes.
Good afternoon. This is the calm cataract, the black Butch Stewart. Okay. So be thankful that this is not cataract the sound killer here today. Firstly, JT, let me kill you.
Yeah.
Jump on boy half an hour ago when the little lady them did a run wrong and I map up the place and you want to see them.
Yeah.
I say it's a camera show.
Yeah, man.
But me see one man without a camera. So I want to know if it's one laugh for the poor. Hold on, I want to know if it's one laugh for the poor and one laugh for the rich. Because I love to choose me rich, I want the same law with the poor man again. It's not a bus of youth time.
On
It's
YouTube.
not a bus of entertainer time. You
And
understand? Yeah.
yeah, I'm not gonna
So
do this
hold on,
today
man.
and
So
disrupt the show, bro. Like honestly, like you're
hold
disrupting
on,
the
man.
flow of the show,
Hold
bro.
on.
I'm being honest with you, bro. You're
So
disrupting the flow of the show. Like it was your turn to touch on the game,
yeah,
and we
so I'm going to speak on the game.
that we
I
want
am
to do.
going to speak on the game. You say you don't want nothing scripted, so I tell you and show you and point out the thing. Now look,
Yeah,
there's not much to say about the game.
yeah.
Everybody I
I
try to
want you
stretch
to
out.
have as much
Hold on.
time as you want to talk. So just
No, I
talk.
don't want a lot of time because there's only a man them and a big man them, so the joy have to share. So I don't want to hold it for time for that.
Okay,
Because in my time, I fight for my justice. Justice for my camera.
that's
You
right.
understand? So here what now? The man them I try reason everything around the world. And I tell you this. Jamaica was always the underdog. Always.
Mhm.
Number one. Number two, the away team, the visiting team is always the underdog. So you are double the underdog. Right? Number three, when you forward with half a squad, remember say some man know this thing, When your rule go over garden and say, boy, I go and program and you move with a 10-man column with some big rifle stifle. And when you look round, you see 6 man on there, so and a 4 around alone on the bicycle. What you feel like happen when you reach over there? Dirt. That is the reality. We ride out with 11 man ready for start and ball them. And by the time game, I remember say game time not reach yet, Because I expect by the time the training are done, I hear about somebody else will pull up. It's not a good look. But I want to say a couple of things. I support my side till the end. Because remember, me a Leeds United supporter. When Leeds played Brentford that day, we were going down until the 92nd minute, right? I think one brother get a card, and then we go score in a minute after that. So you always have to believe as a fan, and I am a fan of the game. You understand? So I come from the fan perspective. The coach and them man can give some other perspective. As a fan, you have to believe. So it's not delusional, brother. When I first go see a game, Wimbledon versus Liverpool FA Cup 1988, and Wimbledon win 1-0. The whole of man in Southwest London knows so they're going to get beaten because my cousin them they support Wimbledon, not me, right? But you have to believe because faith move mountains. That's what them say. All right, that's what we know. Within our Bible part, I reasoning. Faith move mountains. All things are possible through Christ. Yeah, man. Go find all them Bible verses. And that's where the badness there.
I love that.
There is no football reasoning. Now, 45 seconds. There's no more football reasoning that can be brought to bear that could suggest that Jamaica, with this current squad, could overturn the United States at home. There's no football reasoning or logic, right? The last thing I want to say is I want to give myself props. Remember yesterday when I forward by the program and tell us that 20 man there in Dallas. How much man comes say me bad mind and beat me bad and chat. So I am surprised, JT, that you did not say Cataract was right. Because even though I think my information wrong, I'm going to tell you that the maths was not mathsing. And so the result will not be resulting. But me I wear my yellow shirt and me I hold the faith.
You touched on some key points, Ketara. Let me say, me as a coach, me going a game where me know say the team is better than me, but at the same time, me now call my team out, and the same thing I will call me do about my country. Me now call them out because 11 versus 11. Yes, them are better players as far as available, but as a coach, you gotta build a scheme knowing that the team they have them strength and weakness. I'ma feel like even at the game versus Canada, me never feel like Jamaica will come back the way them come back, or them play the way them play, and the man them do it. So there's games where you can scrap and come out with a win, no matter how the team's strong. You play a certain scheme, you play certain tactics, and you come out with a win. So yeah, I pick Jamaica for win the nation day because I feel like the coach, him have that it factor about him where he can drop something and scrap and come up with something. And by the end of the day, I feel like that team are gonna do something. Some of the man them will not expect to do certain things, them will come out and do them best for try to get the trophy. And that's something you see.
So, I'll be out and do one thing. A man in Texas we have about 10 big battle guys just make them forward and go link up a USA player them and mash up our works and mash up them heads. And something like that ever go on. It's not easy. There's no football. Oh, we're gonna play a high press, we're gonna play a low block, we're gonna go down the wings and the speed of CFS and who CFS are gonna square the ball to? Ask that. What the lesson from this is, a 60-man squad is important. It's not somewhere it should be in a bag of player where have name in a local league because shit might just get real, dog. You pack a bag of water gun and you come and war. It might get real. And what happened is, coach, it just got real. So if we had dealt with man like Kemar Roof, if we had not violated man, like how is Andre Gray not in a 60-man squad? You telling me there are 59, 60 better players in Jamaica than a man that is scoring a goal every 3 games in Saudi Arabia, a play against Cristiano Ronaldo, Jordan Henderson, whole heap of big name was there. And what is really delusional is this JPL thing. Brother, if you score 10 goals in a JPL, you're a real man. But you know what I hear? That means you can probably score about 1 goal in a championship. That's about the equivalency. So there's levels to this thing, brother. Because me see man left from scoring whole heap of goal in the Bundesliga and come well, how much Kai Havertz did score when he come over this? And about 3 or 4 goals, right? And you're a big baller. So we delusional about our local ball because with the right there we can feel and touch the ball. But on a grand scale, I think just what it is. It's some fun. It's something for us to do on a Sunday. Just keep it real. Just keep it real.
One next Melo touch point,
Anybody who is anybody who has any sort of skill set or any sort of intangibles gone the next season. And the reality is, man, I talk about take the leading goal scorer most upon the team. Remember, Atafarai Bygrave was a leading goal scorer for about 2 seasons, you know. I'm going to Vietnam and for forward back, you know. Daniel Green, such thing happened to. So we see where this leading goal scorer, look Panchaman Stewart, leading goal scorer. The man deported him out of Italy. Send him go to one part or one place. I don't even know the place. I don't hear much about Colin Anderson, so I will try and look it up. But our leading goal scorer, them now light up the world, brother. Because that's what it is. We're in a kind of bush league, Dan. But we enjoy the little bush league where we have on a Sunday. But don't try to make the thing look like man could just walk from your son, step right into the EPL and solve Liverpool's scoring problem or solve Man U defensive woes. It's not happening. Richard King ain't gonna solve no Man U defensive woes. Man U not even look at him. I mentioned him. I remember him. I remember them man. They have a depth chart. It's Allen. I've must about 100 defender. Them I look at. I mean, never hear them say, "Oh, Jamal Topi in Jamaica." Yeah. We could get rid of Harry Kane right now and go pick him up for a couple of bucks. You don't hear that. And those people know more than Kataraka, Issa Allen and Coach and Guna.
Yeah.
So we act like we remember say the man they scout the 4 corner of the earth, you know. Our name now call. You will get a Dujan whisper. God bless the youth. Go forward and do your thing higher. Leon Bailey, remember say Leon Bailey go around the world and all about, you know. Take a long way from Marvally. Reach Upper Birmingham. So I just hoping for the best tomorrow. I just it thanks of it. Me and I'm gonna change my word now. Remember last week when we did a reason about that thing, yeah. We just said we expect this to be a high scoring game. Remember that? We said no clean sheet now keeping at that game, yeah. So all of a sudden now man switch on and said Jamaica win 1-0. And nobody know me surprise USA. How the change with the mouth, sir?
That's all right. We can ask that
Yeah,
question.
bad bro. Bad people.
All right. Watch out now. So are you saying that it is impossible for Jamaica to beat the USA?
No, I'm not saying that it's not as impossible. I said hope, prayers, can big party girl, the link the man them tonight.
Yeah.
Mash up them heavens. I don't know.
Okay, so here so that's why I was not you're taking right into my other question. My other question was gonna be what do you think is the strategy?
Let me answer you. Football reasoning wise, there is no logical football reasoning that would suggest that there is a pathway for Jamaica to beat the USA.
What about the football reasoning?
Why not?
Hold on. I'm just going to say this. Go on.
So
that's my first verse now.
You're talking about interrupting. Let's talk and then I try getting back a follow-up question, bro.
No, but that's let me finish the verse. Like, not long. I'm not 8 bars and 16 bars. Hold on. Here what me I say,
Bridget. Camera, my father.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
man, you're big piece up in that camera. What kind of style that you?
No,
Yeah,
go ahead. Let me go quickly. However,
got you.
in the game of sport, a team that can come with their B game and you can come with your A game and you send them home crying. That is the only football sporting logic you can put to it. USA come out lethargic, come out overconfident, and come with them big game and I try When I'm calling again, when I tell you to think about the match you play, don't think about the next one to come. Them kid are probably I think about Mexico and say, boy, them a rest a few legs, I'm gonna run out. That's the way we can defeat them. You catch them napping and you get one goal and ball flow your way and you take shot till you're weak. But other than that, for one, we were originally the underdog. With 12 strong, with Ethan, Pinnock, Amari, Bell, Mikel Antonio, we were underdogs. And in any sport, the away team is always the underdog. So we did double the underdog. So work on the match there.
Catara, I see what you say, but logically, Virgin, you can't just write out the money off like that. You can't. I understand what you say. You can put all of that together. Me see before. Me then I game myself. Me play. Me coach. You can't just. So at the end of the day, you have to just give the man them. Like I say, give the man the best benefit of the doubt. The man gonna put them best level out, and you have to just. I mean, if you write up the team from the jump, I mean, you have what's your opinion, and I saw you go. But me personally, like me say, me feel like Jamaica have it. I feel like the coach. I will give him, like I said, from the jump, I say, I will give, as a coach myself, I say, I will give him my blessings and just, support the man. But at the end of the day, I will say is, the coach himself, sometimes he put himself in a jeopardy because I feel like him have enough time for put more man in the squad, in the 60-man rotation, and him not do it. So, I don't know who in the diaspora, in the scheme, give him the full, because, Bridget, I say, like, once we qualify, Bridget, I feel like more man should have had. Just like I said, the Reggae, Roof, my boy, even McCleary, with that ball, I feel like him still have legs.
Gareth McCleary, he's still a player.
Exactly. Them man, and I feel like them man better than some of the man in the squad right now. So I feel like at the end of the day, I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna write my country off. I'm my country. That this is my band. Now Barbercam, I'm a band. But I say is the coach himself, him shoot himself in the leg. Come feel like whoop a man when me can name out right now should have been in the squad. And him them in the squad. Go ahead, Bridget. Go on.
You know that when Cataract said that, you know.
Go ahead. Sorry.
When Cataract said that, you know, that is something that me been a talk about for the last 2-3 days. But I don't know if I had the time to visit it. But the 60-man squad, bro, that is the most underwhelming thing that me see come out of this. And as Cataract said, that is the lesson. That is the lesson what we need to take from this what happen now. Because you the pick player people in the team and say, oh, we just carry them for experience. And then they can't even replace them right now. Anybody you picking at the 23 is supposed to be ready for play. If you call them number and say, yo, we need you, he's ready for play. You see me I say? So that 60-man pool, brother, may I tell you honest truth, it was very underwhelming. As this shit got real, as Cataract say, look what happened now. Look what happened now. We are going to put 11 people on the field and probably about 5 or 6 men on the bench in the USA game. Shorter players. What if somebody go down now? What if one more player get injured now? What if one of the midfielder them go down now? What if a next striker go down now?
It's a ask some real question. I heard you say that before. I heard you say that before. I'm gonna give you respect. My ear did say that, I never did on a program. My ear say on a program and you say, no, this thing, and the man did call you down and I say, boy, then just put it like Derek, like Lamont Rochester and some other little man within some college place somewhere, and the man say, oh yeah, but there's a full up the slot there. I mean, I say, full up slot, you think I carry a full up, like I say, oh, tap up. You know, you got to get straight life and say, oh, tap up. Man. No. So, here my thing down. Let this be a lesson. We're not dead, not that sure. Bring up a name, Garrett. Hold on, let me answer. You see, you bring up a name, Garrett McCleary. The man is still a player in a League One. League One is higher than the JPL. And them man, I see him, probably see him as Anthony Grant. You see them player, them sometimes you need experience and veteran in the mix. Them Andre Gray, Garrett McCleary, Anthony Grant, anybody who's playing full professional football, name for the panelists before you look at some man where play USL 2. That don't make it to me. Because you don't need them, But look for now, we are look for a striker. And we don't have none. We don't have none. You know where the problem come in? Kemar Roof should have been in the 23-man squad.
Even though
Them a man run me down. Come in, coach.
one more do you with him and Ivan Tony that go head to head that score whole heap of goal. I think he was in that score whole heap of goal, man. I think him Eris or something like that. Why you, man?
But no, if he pass for no finish, man.
Oh yeah.
Him have a little head problem. So me not go expose it pan here. So but somebody have to take him and walk him through the thing. If you can understand me, I say each one teach one. Just think about me. Each one teach one. Michael Mann the time. Each one teach one. Yeah, but that's a film problem.
Right,
But when I say to you, look at Devante Cole. Not my favorite player. I don't rate him. But the man get him citizenship from November. What administrative bungling the JFF could make you not have a man 5 months later get him passport?
And I hear that youth was disappointed that get started out because he was looking to be in the squad. So
Yeah, bro, I was looking forward to see the player as well, to be honest.
but as I said, I don't even know at the time to revisit that, but as Cataract said, that is the lesson. And we want to talk about that at length. I don't know if no one
ask you a
talk about
question,
that now.
Cataract. I ask you a question. I don't know if you can touch on it. Might be a little bit sticky or whatever it may be. Might be a little bit personal. But my question to you is, back then, Simon Preston always have what's the deal about a whole bunch of baller. Him in the JFF scheme, him in the JFF, whatever them have going. How come this man don't help the process with some of them baller where him always say what's the deal on them for years? Not about for 5 years, 6 years. The amount of baller him do what's the deal on. And some of them baller, the process on them thing that it take long to come through right now. Like what's up with them baller there?
Cataract, you hear the question?
Cataract,
you heard the question?
No, I forward about the question.
Run the question.
All right, so you know Simon Preston pretty well. Friends at one point or whatever it may be. Back in the days, him always do what's the deal on a whole bunch of baller. Him then at the scheme right now with the JFF. How come him not help with the process of all of them baller with that him so-called do the what's the deal and all these things and let us know, let the Jamaican diaspora know about all these ballers, but me not see none of them baller with my top. But now the man they in front of the coach, a body with the coach. What's the deal? Like, let me know what going with that.
Yeah, tell you, big man and brawling thing, I say. But I talk about outside of England. I say in England, remember say you have a man talk on the mic on the sound, but you have a man who's still like Harry Hype and Boom Boom. Yeah. Now Boom Boom is on his own. You don't know which tune to select. Catch your reasoning? Yeah, man. Somebody then I back rug and build up a database. Yeah, man. So Boom Boom there on their own now. Can't want to talk the mic and can't find the tune. That's the thing there. Me can't tell you straight. There are strikers who are eligible, but the playing pool is getting smaller and smaller. And what we are now, when you get into the age of the players who are 17 and 18, there are a couple of players. There's a player named Kean Edwards, a striker from Arsenal. That brother would give him right foot to come play for Jamaica. But I'm great grandfather. When the man hear the man ball like a baby. Kean Edwards. You have a couple other players, I think Amari Richards. Yeah, I think they're Leicester. Him one time. Him too. So you have players who are interested, but what happened now, the cycle, I catch up with me, a great grandfather. You understand? But right now where we are today, the day before, I'm not really going to talk about the expanded pool. I'm going to talk about what we're facing here right now. What we're facing here right now is Daniel and Goliath, David and Goliath.
And right now, when we are look, we're not on a sling stone. We have slingshot and we're not on a stone. A little more for now, one piece of slingshot broke off. So all we left with is a piece of branch. So we are trying to joke Goliath in a big toe. Hey, Goliath. Hey, boy, jump. No, that I never saw the story right. So I'm not writing off Jamaica. I'm saying 11v11 takes the field. But bro, in the first 5 minutes, shit can get pretty realer. What happened if 2 goals go in the first 10 minutes? One man I got chat. That's a ball game going on. Everybody's hot. Everybody's nice, right? Until the anthem is singing. You got a chance, right? Until the anthem is singing, then the whistle blows. The remember thing when me, somebody fighting, used to do fighting, right? But the man said when the referee step out and say seconds out. Ding, ding, ding. All the chat where you did a chat. All the mouth where you did a mouth. And the strategy that you had. You are mano a mano, 11v11. That's what I see. But it could be we went with an understrength side to Mexico when Anthony Grant was there. That's probably the best game me ever see him play in life. Amongst others, he's played good games with Chelsea on the 21. But that was an understrength Jamaican side facing a full strength Mexican side. And we came out there up to the 88th minute, it was 1-0. So there are ways and means, but I am saying to you, I don't see them because I believe they want to also punish us for what happened in Chicago.
Yeah.
So what people say just hope for the best.
What do you think about tomorrow's match?
I'm prepared for the worst.
For me, let me get down to football now. So for me, my new starting lineup would be Andre Blake in goal, aka Superman, Deshaun Bernard, Michael Hector, Damian Lowe, 3 centre back.
You're going with a back 3.
Yes, I am locking up my shop and every grill. Dexter Lembikisi, right back. Greg Lee, turn on your yard, Greg Lee. Talk about the taxi man. Barbican you that now. Barbican you that. Let's say about big up the whole Castleite, big up the whole Fort Penn Lane, big up the whole Bird Sucker.
Man, you know the scheme. Go on, man.
Yeah, we know the scheme, man. Kingston 6 of a place in the Paddington Terrace to the world. Yeah. And if you don't look, I'll take your girl. In at the center, I would go with Kira Anderson. But I know that he's not going to do that. I know he's going to go with Joel Latiba there, right? But I would actually go with Kira and Joel. And I would put Casey Palmer in the cam.
Mhm.
And I would go with CFS on the right wing, Jamal Lowe, the number 9, and Bobby Reed.
A 12 player I got have boss. A 12 player that.
No, hold on, let me see if a 12 player I have. Hold on.
12 player, man.
Yeah, but that me I try use. What you man chat about so much, man?
Well, for me, still put the 2 in our midfield and the Casey Power better. What do I go to do?
No, I'm not 12. No, I'm not 12 me have. Let me go again. Yeah, Lord have mercy, at 12.
I tell us at 12 for you go 3 midfielder. Only 2 forward you have left.
So are you trying to say that Jamaica gonna need 12 players to beat America?
Trust me.
Absolutely. That would be one way. But
some Guatemala and Honduras ref, you know.
So for me, KP.
You get to see that yet? You get to see that yet, Guna? The list of referees?
So
yeah.
For really and truly, the question would be
Yeah,
whether you go
them not too shape for Jamaica. But let's see, you know. But I don't know why him the always do that in that. But it's true, this is a FIFA competition still. I don't know what go on that. But yeah.
But here what? We better go with a Kira Anderson. Joel
Just
Latimer there.
yeah.
Bobby Reed in the 3.
Okay. And
And
then you
Steve Pass and Jamal Lowe up front.
okay.
All right. So me can't chip in now, because while I try chip in your bully down my talk, you know. I'm chip in now, bro. Like
Run
banana
it,
chips. Watch your
run
style.
it. Press
Watch your
record.
style now. You want to do match now. Me what day I make a talk. I only know me love craft. So watch your style. Jamaica versus the USA. Let's put all of this into context. Cool? We're playing a Nations League semi-finals where we scrape past Canada and pulled off a miraculous win. And because of that motivation, we are now very confident. Well, some members are confident that we're going into this match and we can make lightning strike twice at the same place. Cool? So let's examine this now. We are missing Leon Bailey, our informed winger, who plays for Aston Villa in the English Premier League. We are missing Shamar Nicholson, who would have been a reserve striker, more than likely. Or he could have been a starting striker, depends on what the coach wanted. We are missing him because of suspension. Both of them because of suspension. Different kind of suspension. We are missing Demarai Gray, our most informed player on the national level, who plays on the left wing. We're missing him. He will not be there because of suspension as well. That is 3 out. That is 3 potential starters out. 2 of them are sure shot starters, and 1 is a potential starter in the form of Shamar Nicholson. We are missing what else we are missing again?
Injured players now.
Oh, injured players.
And
We're
suspended
missing
players.
Bell.
Yes, we are missing Amari Bell, who is our starting left back.
Ethan Pinnock.
We are missing Ethan Pinnock, who is our starting left centre back, who plays both those players play their trade in the English Premier League.
Mikel
Both
Antonio.
those players are week in, week out players in the English Premier League.
Mikel
He's a
Antonio.
starting left back for Luton Town, and one's a starting left back for
Brentford.
So we're potentially missing 5 starters. Now,
Mikel
Mikel Antonio.
And Mikel Antonio is just coming back from injury.
And suspended Leon Bailey.
No, I'm put my Adam already.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already, man. I'm dealing with injured. So we don't know if it's like new injury.
So we have got through with everybody. No, we break things down, because we know we're trying to be realistic now. The whole of us are grown people, and most of the people them in our comments are grown people. So we are trying to reason out the situation now. We have to be logical. Them some men think logical and women think emotional. Most of we are some man, some could think logical now. Cool. So that is 5 potential, 4 short starters, and 1 potential starter. Cool. Plus, we have a player who's just coming back from injury, which is Mikel Antonio. We're playing the USA in the USA.
Mikel Antonio is not coming.
Oh, you're not forward.
Oh, we're there. I wish Rocky Levander.
So hold on, what them add him to it and say him not forward too? So when I hear them I say 19 players are gonna do this. A real life true.
A real, when I tell you yesterday, if you got joke, but I tell you.
So why you think we are talking about the 60-man pool? So like,
hold on. So cool. All right. So
No,
Mikel Antonio is not forward.
just take a time.
All right. I adjust my brain a while ago. Cool. So let's go again. So Mikel Antonio, our starting forward, is not coming. Our reserve forward is not coming. He did not travel. So our starting forward is not there, and our second string striker is not there. Both of them can alternate. Cool. So they are not there. Plus we have 5 other players that we just mentioned that are all through injury suspension. Cool. All right. We have adequate. With Greg Lee will start. Greg Lee will do a good job at left back. We have Lembaki start right back. We have Blake, who is Superman in the goal. We have a choice between Lowe, Hector, and Bernard at centre back. Three good defenders who can hold them on in Concacaf.
Richard King in
Um,
the list, you know. I can't put the name there.
yeah, and
Where the
we have
guy
the
want to talk
Jamaican
about?
prodigy. We have the Jamaican prodigy, Richard King, who may get a start against the best team in Concacaf and the defending Nations League champions. All right. So in the midfield now, we are potentially, that's our weakness. So when people looking all about the field, now that Mikel Antonio is out, who is gonna start? I guess we have to start Kaim Dixon.
No, man.
I guess
Man,
that's
Corberg.
No,
Corberg,
but
man.
you never hear
Corberg.
me. You never hear me starting. So you never hear me starting. I said Jamal Lowe, the number 9.
Hold on, Cataract, man. Remember, say
Jamal Lowe.
hold on. So now forget about Jamal Lowe. Because remember, say Jamal Lowe can play forward. So hold on, cool. Jamal Lowe just a come back and just a play some ball. I mean, I watch him since recently. Still. All right, cool. So that is what we have to work in. Now we're gonna play the US in the US and for them on turf. USA, based on when me hear the other broadcast, them come and listen to other Concacaf people. So me that listen to USA broadcast to hear what them a say about Jamaica match coming up. The man them basically are forward to kill Jamaica. Them not forward to draw. Them not forward to score 2 goals and good. Them are forward to 6 with. If it wasn't for the Caribbean, the Canadian goalie, where they in the ball, a juggle ball like him feel like him take man feed that boy. We wouldn't get that extra motivation to tell him about his mother and go score and win. Because we get that extra motivation there. Them mania, American mania are forward to 6 Jamaica. Cricket score the man them want go. They want to slap over the fence for 6. Cool? No, the man them assemble, the man them assemble them best. The only thing we can hope for is that Beralta mess it up. Somewhere along the line, him pick some wrong players or him underestimate we and do some stupid garbage, which him prone to do. That's the only thing we can hope for. But the whole way there, so we follow football. We can name out USA starting side right now. We can name them out. Turner in our goal, Robinson at the left back. It can be the other Robinson, it can be Richards. I go start at centre back. You have Joe Scally over the right hand side. The 3 man them in our midfield are gonna be Tyler Adams. It can be Musa, or it can be the other youth that will play for Juventus. McKinney. Gio Reyna not playing a ball. We don't know if I'm going to start Gio Reyna. Up front, them have Mike. We can basically name out even 9 or 10 of the man them side already, bro. We know where you can start against Jamaica. We are talking about top level players who are performing. We are not playing the US in this time when the US baller them not perform. The man them are perform. Pulisic on fire, bro. Musa on fire. The man them a play ball now, dog. The man them in Mikel, I see the man them come like a full well-oiled machine right now. I roll the man them and roll over Jamaica and make a statement. See? So we have to, whatever we are going into the game with, a man say the ball around, the ball has always been round. Me never say a man play that square ball yet. So when a man say ball round, that's not news to anybody. Everybody knows how ball run. But we're going into this ball game as massive underdogs. And we have to try hope say we can catch lightning in our buckle. Because at the end of the day, the money are powered for 6. And don't be surprised, my Jamaican fans and friends and all our way of Jamaican brothers and sisters. Don't be surprised, the man them forward out and boop in our head side. Like really, we are making the whole of a start ball. Because of that, the man them are forward for them. They might try to make a statement at our expense. And if you listen to any broadcast from the USA, anyone, just choose one. Go 11 Yanks or go tactical manager, any one of them. Go anyone at the US broadcast them and just listen, watch them review and see them not. You hear them talk. Them man them a plan to come 6 Jamaica. They coach them a plan for it. They them use we as warm up for Mexico. Because them sure of themselves. No, we have to hope so we can go out there, give them some SYM, thumb some of them in them back. Go count them like my head, do them some one booger nail and some little thing, which I can intimidate some of them out of them bad game, out of them normal way of operating. And a lot of these players play in Italy, which don't play clean.
Yeah.
Italian defenders are the worst. Them man they are kicking in your heel string, them man they are tear a piece of your tie when them a turn. Sort of something them a do to intimidate you. So we are now playing against some players, some American players that are now in the midst of war. As it relates to their footballing, because the whole of them man them at war. My youth up front, them not really scoring a goal still. See? But big man thing, bro, we have to be realistic and we have to go into this match expecting the minimum 3 goals to score against Jamaica. And we don't answer because we don't have no forwards, bro. Where the goal might come from? Our prolific striker, Corberg.
Kaheem Dixon was born to score goals. End quote.
He was born to score goals, I agree.
Marion
He was
Gordon.
born to score goals, I agree. You know something that I want to,
No,
well, I know.
but I want to challenge
No,
somebody.
you know something I want to ask, no?
Sorry.
There's a thing called reaction time. This morning, I was watching a program with Clint Dempsey. Clint said, yo, when me there America, I'm a win player of the season. I mean, I'm MLS and win player of the season. And we win this and win this accolades and go America, go England. I bench me go up. The man couldn't get a game. The man said, bro, I'm sitting on the bench, and the man said, go and work, bro. You will get there. Go and work. You know what the man said is the most important thing? The time that it takes to think. The man said the most important thing that he learned when he was in England is the time it takes to think. You have to make a decision in a 1 second. That means that when the ball on its way to you, your brain, after you think which foot you gotta control it with, how you gotta shape your body. When you control it, where you gotta do, you gotta dribble, you gotta pass, you gotta hold it up a little longer, where you gotta do. All of that have to be made in 1 second. Because it's the man do the man them so fast, them know where you gotta do before you do it. Them see how you shape your body and know where you gotta do. You know, realize when man take penalty in a Premier League, the man them look like them gonna kick it to the right and at the left them kick it to. It got at them whole entire body them shift. The whole of them lower body, them shift if curve to one direction so them can put it at the next one to trick the goalie. Because the goalie them start say, oh, when a man square up with the left side them gonna kick it to. When a man square up with the right side, we don't have them something there in a Jamaica bad, bro. We don't have them on a play back at tape and say, see there, him square up to the right side, so we know the right side them are kick it to. We don't have them technology that we not at a level there. So we have to understand that in the levels, bro. When you go to certain hotel and you're booking a hotel and you're booking the ground floor, it's cheaper than if you book at something on the 12th floor, bro, because the 12th floor quieter. You know, no dust are coming there. Nobody are walk past and shoot no trolley and way. Up there's so quieter. So the room, the others are more expensive. Why didn't they put the more expensive room on the ground floor then if levels no matter? Levels matter, bro. You understand? So we're not kid ourselves. We're going into this game massive underdogs. And we as Jamaican fan base, not to make ourselves super disappointed and then start customer them and tell our own Jamaicans them about them mother when time them play the game tomorrow, we must go in the game realistic and say, here we go on. Chances are we're not gonna win this one, but I'm hoping. We are gonna dig up Hope Road, we are dig up Hope Pastures, we are dig up Hope Garden, and all of them places and bring the whole of the Hope we can find in Jamaica. And see if we can even push it to penalties. But it's not gonna be easy because where are the goals gonna come from? And with that, I pull back.
Yes, so going into this encounter, people, best upon yourself again. Did have to make my daughter some dinner and yeah, I'm love on to carry the show. See me listen to my speakers them. This yeah, I like what Guna said there. I don't think we can kid ourselves. I think this is a game that's perfect for us to be realistic and optimistic at the same time. We realistic understand that if they beat us, it's because they're better. But we be optimistic because we're fans of Jamaica and we'd want them to win as well. I think that those two things can be true in this case. Because
For real, and I think we have to use the quote unquote underdog tactics, you know, like make the game scrappy, slow it down, commit fouls, you know what I mean? Kind of keep it scrappy, you know, keep a lot of battles on the field, you know what I mean? That sort of thing, and be compact, make it very frustrating for them. That's how I see we can, you know, get something out of this game. We can't just go there and be very lackadaisical and, you know, like we need to have a high energy, but be compact and make the game scrappy. Get into fights, you know, cause to the player them, rile them up, you know what I mean? Try to get them off of them game, you know what I mean? Like make it very scrappy. I don't know with these refs in this region, it might not be, you know, oh, I'm planning it to go, but I mean, make it scrappy, you know. Don't allow them to just get in on them rhythm and just throw the kitchen sink at you from minute one. You know, make it very scrappy for them and uncomfortable. Get in on them face, you know what I mean? So we have to operate it, you know what I mean? No pretty boy thing tomorrow night. You understand? No pretty boy thing. You have to make it very scrappy. And we know we have a lot of players from the diaspora, but geez, we must have some yard man thing about them, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Get in a them boy the face, man, and make it scrappy as good as a couple SYM, and make it very scrappy.
You don't want to do that, man. With
Sorry,
card,
sorry.
card. You don't want a card, bro.
Sorry, I just think that is no, man.
Yo, I
That's
don't,
some gathering reasoning, brother. First of all, you are a great team, so you are not going to get the favorable calls.
Reggie, remember I tell you
That's
something?
what I said with these referee. We didn't even know if we can do that.
One of the good things we can say what will benefit Jamaica is the fact that they must start players who can pass the ball. You know, the only thing where some of them ballers don't have, I mean, from when we watch them, is the aggression. But tactically, like you have Jumalo and you have Palmer who can bounce the ball. And the man, I mean, I'll call out Bailey, but the man will see a pass and make it happen. Compare to Bailey, we try to chop a man and chop a next man and come back. But the man will want to the ball. So that's the only thing we can say. And the good thing we got for Jamaica is that the fact that we have players who will pass the ball around and do things to move forward. So that's the reason as a coach when I say when I look on that team, I can say, yo, you know, them have a chance. Cause them are players. The only thing we can say is we don't have a striker, but Jumalo tactically, if him come down, he will chip the ball over a person's head. He will do certain thing where
yo, bro, yo, coach. Me not lie. Yo, man. Yeah, me a charge it.
Yeah, move cool puffs.
No, Bridget.
Hold on. Yo, coach, let's listen to me. Me run the show now. Run the show. And you know what? You see that statement the way you make, brother? You outline it exactly the way it is. Like for anybody who have a brain. And you see it when you talk about those players that you have. Those guys can do. The problem is, as you said, I think in Concacaf, you kind of need to have a striker. You see me, I say? But what you said, bro, was just spot on. That was really spot on, at least for me. At least. You got Jamalo. You know where you used to put the icing on the cake? Jamalo makes a little chip over your head.
Yeah, man, like, and that's what I say, Bridget.
He's so composed. I love that.
Try to say, look, like even let me use the next example. Let me use an example. I'm on like Bobby Reed.
Talking about this.
I'm on like Bobby Reed. I'm on like Bobby Reed. We get just you just one good look, and the man will bomb it from we out. Like a person, if you have an actual Virgin, I mean, I tell the Virgin, like, and that's me. I try to tell you, say, me not try to be the cuckoo person, Bridget, but me as a coach myself, Bridget, and me see that team, me see baller we would do things where if we have the actual team settings, then we move away from the scheme. But them man would take chances, brother. Yo, I'm on like Bobby, they can't get them man a good look, you know. Them man will serve it, Bridget. And I bet tomorrow I'm gonna score a goal like that.
Coach.
I know Bobby might pull a Bobby surprise, you know.
Coach. Coach. The man them say make sure you stack up on the Panadol them for tomorrow. You hear, coach?
I tell you, watch. When I will give him a credit tomorrow, I tell him that.
You might have to make sure. And you did say JT yesterday. Say Bobby Reed is either score a blinder in the first 5 minutes or miss an awful chance in the first 5 minutes. So me I tell him, coach, make sure you stack up your Panadol.
No man, Lennon Henry forward tomorrow.
One chance to Jamaica. No, make it look like.
Lennon check, man. Him super confident, man. So, want see the whole vibes tomorrow still. Me not going to give me no optimism, my father. I tell you the truth. Me not going to corner and tell him. Me not stupid. Me not going to worry. You think me going to worry that one with a one pipe, with a one matic and a man out there with a rifle. I go to I mean, they were po. You mad? Me I take on myself, bro. I'm telling me take on my face like Mr. Vegas. Bro, you can't go in a war and don't know where you're going. You think so optimism win war? A sense win war and strategy. So we have to have a strategy against the man. If you don't go in a war with the man, but we are going to war with the beer after the half away. After we need that. You see, man, roll up the whole artillery upon Jamaica. The man them could have make some man steer them yard. Police just come hold a holiday. The man them want to come kill Jamaica. And the man them go talk about, yo, we can do this. You're running a wire, and you're running a wire like you make out of iron. No, bro, you have to go in a wire. No, and say, oh, here we go. Strategically, we can't go football to football with them, man.
Them man they have rifle and me have a look 1-9 over here. So I can't go football to football with them. So here me I go. Me I find a strategy or we try go around and look a corner and we try hide under one car and we try hide in some nearby bushes and see if we can take them out 1-1. And go some guerrilla tactics. You have to strategize against the man them. You can go the football against football with the man them or we are come with a weekend team. The man them are gonna murder with my father. We have to forward with strategy. So either we are gonna know so we are gonna conk some man of them head and diss some man and tell some man about them mother. And yeah, we have to do some research on some of them man and get them head or try to put them off of them game, bro. But if them man they forward tomorrow with the team what them have and them assemble properly and come against Jamaica. And we assemble our best of what we have available. We still have a difficult task ahead of it because we're missing one of our best defenders, we're missing our best forward, and we're missing our two best wingers.
Jamaica go win tomorrow. Hold on.
Let's try to make a point. Coach, hold on. Coach, let's try to make a point. Remember that. Before we even talk from go. Coach, you are just to say briefly, your strategy is to bomb it from Bobby Reed's strategy. Bobby Reed only scores 1 goal per game. What we have said from earlier, this will be a high-scoring game. So all you just outline is 3-1 or 4-1. You not tell me where the other 2 goals are going to come from until we reach 3-all with them. You never tell me where the second one are going to come until we reach 2-all. So that bomb it by Bobby, that's just work for a little cheering and one of the consolation goals scored by Bobby D. Cordova Reed, Fulham forward. In the meantime, let me address Guna. Guna. You there? I want to make sure Guna hear me because I want to be there. 11 man forward out from Rona lyrics. I say, yo, we are going to go over Samarkand and bust ahead and run some program. And when you reach a Balcom Drive primary, you see a 4 man out alone, a 6 man. No day in the column. What you going to do? And then you are going to reach the strategy. And then you are going to when you reach on there.
The strategy have to turn back.
Coach, when the brother say my coach, I said Jamaica going. Yeah, my father. Why you say about what I said? You know things like a strategy we have to use. You think we can go out the ball game for ball game and beat USA?
No, but I mean definitely. That's why I say as a coach and knowing Coach H, I feel like him see where him have now. I'm gonna feel like we're gonna do. We're gonna use strategy. And if anybody,
what is that strategy, bossy? That's why I was suggesting. That's why I was suggesting. That's why I was
Bobby.
That's why I was suggesting, JT Taylor. We have to make the game scrappy and make them uncomfortable. We cannot allow them to play. You see what I say? We have to make the game uncomfortable for them. We can't just sit back and soak up pressure. We have to get to them face, bro. You see me? We can't because you can't go toe-to-toe with them. That's out of the picture. So we have to make the game scrappy. That's how underdogs play. When I watch high-level football, you make the game scrappy, be very compact, and try hit the teams on the counter. If you know you're not going to have much of the ball, with Jamaica...
Who's the X-Factor player for you tomorrow for Jamaica? With this?
Andre Blake.
Oh my God, come on, bro.
That is it. That is
Andre Blake. Cataract, who's the X-Factor player, Cataract? Andre Blake, Mr.
Andre Blake are going to be an X-Factor player. That's my prediction as well. I share that sentiment.
Because the problem is, if Andre Blake's become the X-Factor player, there has to be goals going in either way in the game because the game can be drawn.
He can't keep all the things. So let me say this. And I'm going to say we're Guna and the up in your face SYM man them thing wrong. What will happen is very quickly in the first 20 minutes, lower going to take yellow card.
Which generally they always do. I mean, like it's nothing new.
That I've listened to me, and I hear me after that. J. Taylor, you understand what I'm saying? We could accumulate some yellow cards, which then put us on the back foot. Because
yeah, but that's a what if. There's always what if, father. What if him don't get a yellow card?
listen to your together. So hear me out. I'm
Yeah, but
saying.
what if, yes, what if, and we are reason within the hypothetical.
So
What
I
if
am
still
saying,
another type of the whole game?
well, if your strategy is, well, what if Kyle Dixon scores a hat trick? What are we talking? Why are we worried?
Yeah, but Kaim Dixon, youth. Let me know if Kaim Dixon know this. Let me let yo,
If
yo,
your strategy
Cataract.
is
Hold,
to be
hold. Cataract, let me know like Kaim Dixon. Know. You know what's funny? Looking at the Reggae Boys group and it's just a picture of Kaim Dixon and Shamar Nicholson. This is Kaim Dixon. I always think that he reminds me of the grit that a player like Shamar Nicholson had to take him to where he is. And I think he's a younger version of that as well. And for me, I think if he plays, I wouldn't be surprised if he does something special because we never know. He has just like every player who steps out there who has the ability to do something special, he would be one of them because that's why he's there. So as a youngster from Jamaica, we never know. Maybe we get too old and him just go out there go play well, you know. So we give if the coach give him his chance, I support it 100%. Give him a good amount of time to play based on
so.
looking at the starting squad right now.
So Jay Taylor, let me done your dance.
Yeah,
So we move from Bomb It by Bobby to
I would
now.
I would
Hold
start Kaim
on,
Dixon.
hold on, man. Coach team strategy is Bomb It by Bobby. Bobby will bomb it.
Mhm.
Your own is Kaim Dixon reminds me favor Shamar. So here my thing to you. Kaim Dixon has played two internationals.
God, here we
And
go, man.
19.
Here we
Hold
go.
a minute, let me finish, please, sir. I listened to you. You said it was a respectful show today because we had the audience. I've been on my best behavior, Black but Stewart. So let me get back to my point. I'm saying he has scored one goal in the JPL in 3 matches,
Mhm.
and in a two-game series against a weak Trinidad team, he has managed one goal. In the second game, he did not find the back of the net. So there's nothing that says that he is a prolific international goal scorer. And I'm saying to you again, we need more than one goal tomorrow. We need more than one goal. Somebody has got somebody's got to put in more a multiple goal scorer, a brace or a hat trick. It's going to be a high scoring game. So my strategy, I said to you, is start three men in the back, a back five, midfield trio, and even probably a midfield four, and just play one man up front and make him chase down the ball. But even that comes with its own price. So me don't know. Me not talk about no flying the sky things. Nothing. So what the man him
Go on like the world tomorrow, man. And Jamaica got surprised. Jamaica got shock all I wanna. And all I wanna go say, you know what? That is it. That me I go tell you now.
bad
Me,
man?
me already
Me
say
an
it.
international Garrett, but I don't think that I have a chance of getting Meghan Merkel. Yeah, me have a chance. Me might be able to say a word to her, one princess. But alright, they say it again. My chances are 0 to 1, and one just walked out the door. Up to the whistle blowing, everybody has a 50-50 chance. But as the minutes go on, your chances get less. If Jamaica is able to go into halftime 0-0, we are on good footing. If Jamaica goes into halftime 3-love down, someone can appear again. So I'm just saying there are a lot of what ifs, but you have to look at each what if and then say what if happened after that. So if Jamaica is 3-love down, then you just might as well just put on the whole young youth them and just make them enjoy a game and run out. You understand? The 60-man squad. The 60-man squad. If we don't win this, we will look back with regret at the 60-man squad. Why didn't we call Whisper? You see, if we had called Whisper to come, we wouldn't even be having this discussion now. Because you'd have had at least a player who has had 3, 4, 5 internationals on their belt. So is some selection mistakes are going to upend us. So all I have to say, Jay Taylor, it's a rum punch. So Wednesday afternoon. Have a little bottle of the old aged distill, the old aged distill one. You see, you're about to tear up. Them time I probably have fly that first class, and then you get them liquor back. Then that's a price mark. Mm. Fruit for a little rum, fresh fruit just blended, with a little rum. Only time I miss a little coconut rum to throw up on it, but big up the eye themselves.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I talk to Qatar Carnivals and realize
So
that me.
what score? J Taylor, I put the man them thing. I want each man to give me their score and the Jamaican scorers.
We want the realist. They want the realist or the
No. One score. I don't want an explanation from a man. I want number. We reach at 2 hours and 30 minutes. This is where the rubber hits the road. And Jay Taylor, I'm asking you to be professional. Get a pen and a paper.
I don't
And
use
make a note of what these gangsters saying, son.
the only time I'm using a pen is when it's signature on a check. Is it?
Yeah, but bro, we need a record. We need a record of this. So could you record this, please? Could you record this so we can play it back? That might be even better. Could you record these, son?
Yeah.
I'm running this part of things. So
Yeah.
I will start with Jamaica and Guna. Your score and goal scorer from Jamaica. That is about America. Goal scorer from Jamaica. Your score. One score, no explanation. We spend 2.5 hours on the explanation. Quick time out.
wake up Jamaica and go now. Wake up.
Okay, go now, yeah. But yeah, man, we are where we are right now, bro, and it is what
Who's
it is.
next? Who's next? We jump into. Let us
Listen,
Taylor, what
because
is your score?
when we go now,
What's your score
you
prediction?
were talking, and I allowed the long pause to wait to see if anybody else is about to talk. And as soon as I'm ready to speak again, like I have to speak over you, and that is annoying. So we need to develop a timing because that's how I do it. Like when I see that you guys are gonna go in, it's me just fade out and see. But it seems like the part that your brain realize, so you just put in an overdrive and just step on it.
No, what I said, I asked a question. I was waiting for an answer. I was putting it to each panelist. So I know you're trying to duck out of it. So let me start with you, Jay Taylor. This is my time until 2 hours 30. Score and Jamaican goal scorers. No explanations needed now. Jay Taylor.
No, we can't do that. We can't. That would have taken the fun out of it. I have to, and that would have make it good for every
prediction.
person. Yeah, you gotta give every person a chance to go in depth into their not too long, but go depth into their
But we've been going in depth. We've been going in depth since yesterday.
No, but it's shorter now. Like you asked me a question, you would say, "No, who would the goal scorer?" So that would have been
Yes.
one. I would explain why I think that those two people would be the goal scorer.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You get what I mean?
I respect that. I just didn't want the long talking. I want the man chat out the thing. So
Yeah.
give your score, the goal scorers, and why you think they're gonna score.
Yeah.
Jay,
The more all right. So yo, that's a beautiful question, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, you see, right now, I was leaning towards USA 3-1, but I'm leaning more towards 3-2 USA in the game. And my two scorers would be Jamal Lowe and Ronaldo Cephas. I think why I would choose Cephas to potentially score, as I said, is the X factor, the unknown surrounding him, not playing in Concacaf a lot, them not seeing a lot of the player. That could either work for Jamaica or it doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? But what we know is he seems to be a very fast player. As they said, coach, about coaching, they say you can't teach speed, right? So if he got it, he got it. So he's a player that would cause problems. So I would say Jamal Lowe because of composure. I think Cephas also has the potential to go down the wing and potentially get a cross in. And you get a player like Jamal Lowe latching onto that because he's very calm in the box. You could get a goal from him. So those are my two. So 3-2 USA in the game. But I'm gonna be betting for Jamaica to win. Like
That's the
even
part.
if they lose.
Everybody
Even if,
don't forgive two different things though.
yeah.
No. Because Jay tell if you do that, everybody going to give a score for USA win, and then say, yeah, my heart say Jamaica did that. And
No, man, but it's different, man. Yeah, I mean, secretary, man.
who is this for? Jamal Lowe, me
I
right.
think
Me right you know.
might be different, Qatar, man.
Jay Taylor. Oh, different badness, man. I joke with the man that comes to the analyst.
Yeah. So
Coach, what's your score?
Regular time 1-1 Jamaica. Jamaica on PKs.
Final score, sir.
wow,
Final.
Jamaica win on PKs.
Oh, now the score now.
Hold on. Somebody's got the line.
He's on the line there.
What's your score and the winner?
Hmm?
Jamaica 1-1 regular time PKs. Jamaica win on penalty.
Yeah, but you need to tell him who's the score.
Who score?
Yeah.
Don't tell him, man. Bobby are low. Bobby are low. I score, man.
Yeah, Bobby tend to come up in these big games, right?
Yeah, man. Bobby are gonna score.
Yeah. And, I think Bobby is a player where his form always picks up when he after international break in his club at club level.
And he always surprises with somewhere just like spectacular. I feel like he's gonna box him with something spectacular, man, and it's like a wicked. They're gonna lift up the whole crowd. The whole cowboy settings are gonna come out. Yeah, man. They're gonna be wicked, man.
All right, can I give my team and score now? Score predictions. Wanna hear me?
Yeah, man.
All right, Mama, turn on now. Team Blake in goal.
No,
I think the coach.
Score, not a team. Score.
Bro. Me never give me team yet. Just remember, give me team and score in the Qatar. Come here, bro.
Come man, why you disruptive, brother?
Team. May I give me? Brother, just stop interrupting me, my father.
You don't want to tell him team, Virgin.
No, man, stop interrupting me, man. Watch your style, you know? So, team. Blake, this is my team. Blake, Lembakisa at right back. And I'm going to go maybe something very controversial, but I'm going to go.
That me know what happened. Cause I know say Wi-Fi in a good way.
The man don't want to tune in.
Yeah.
We have to respect it. If I question the policy,
bro, me land a bad man.
Say what?
Man, you do something like talking to man. So boom.
It's funny. Yeah, I don't know. All right.
The quality of your internet does not permit you to give long answers.
Coach will go like 4-4-2. I think he said that I'm gonna use. But I'm hoping that he use more and pack up the midfield and put 3 in the middle. So I use like a 4-3-3. Kira Anderson is having a very, very good season so far. And him really look sharp. So him should start for Jamaica, definitely. And the coach chances are I'm gonna start that about here. All right. So on the wings them now, I would go for Jamal Lowe on the left, I would go for Bobby Reid on the right. And down the center, I think I would go for Romaro Williams. But I think the coach will go for Burke. Score, I think it's gonna be 4-1 in favor of the US.
And who is going to score for Jamaica?
You didn't hear that? He said 4-1.
4-1. I said, who's
Who's gonna score?
Oh, who's the goal scorers?
Who's the goal scorer? Singular for Jamaica.
Jamalo. I predict that Jamalo will score the one goal. Jamalo.
Yeah.
It's Ali.
Yeah,
And scorer.
it's gonna be 1-1. We lose in extra time. 2-1 to the USA in extra time. Header from Damian Lowe from a corner.
I like that match.
That match is matching, brother.
So, here what me.
Yeah, we're hearing, we're listening.
We're listening, bro. Is the camera? We don't want to really push the camera deal tomorrow. You can't, yeah, man. Let's work the camera today. We're doing it for.
I use me alone have camera strength, right? But it's all right. My work with the program.
No, bro. Come on, bro. When you work with us, work with me too, bro.
Jamaica's newest hotel owner needs to be protected as much as Jamaica's.
Oh my God, bro. This shit is unreal, bro.
Right? Respect the tourism. That's all I'm saying. That dance all alone. Put Jamaica on the back.
But Qatar, I said what I said, man, and that's what we're working on.
Yeah,
Mutual respect. This is what we're working on.
You get a butter, you get a piece of food, and the man can forward that. And we still a reason, we still not alive, but we still have to cry out the injustice. Justice for the tourism workers. Yeah. So this is where I'm at now, with the squad that is here. 2-2 draw. Jamaica out on penalty.
Penalty.
Damian Lowe header from a corner set piece. I believe Cephas or Dixon should win a penalty, and I expect Bobby Reid to dispatch that penalty.
Wow, Bobby again from the spot.
Bobby's a deadly penalty kick taker. Jamal is on the field. We have two very good dead ball specialists, meaning penalty kick takers. Daniel Johnson the third. I think Joel Latimer can take penalties. My problem is finding the fifth penalty kick taker.
So you're already. I love that you're going into this prepared. I love that you know who you want your penalty takers to be. That's a good. I hope they've been practicing penalties. I think they did. Did they do that at the end of the Trinidad friendlies? But those are not the same players anyway. So if they did that, that would just be ceremony.
So the people who expect to be on the field at the end of the game taking the penalties is Bobby Reid, Daniel Johnson, Joel there, and Jamal Lowe if he's still on the field. Those are my four. The fifth penalty kick taker is really worrying me. You might have to look at a Casey Palmer. But I don't know if Casey Palmer is going to last 120 minutes.
I don't think he's going to last 120.
No, I don't think Casey Palmer is going to last 120.
I agree with you. I think Daniel Johnson is going to come on and replace Casey Palmer. So scratch Casey Palmer from
it could be either way around as well. I think Daniel Johnson might start and Casey Palmer.
No,
bro, I'm just telling you what the coach might do. The coach can't. No, Cataract, you're saying that that cannot be done. But what I'm saying is like the coach has the possibility. That's even something that we shouldn't even have to go back and forth about. Maybe the coach has the possibility to choose either one of those players.
So why, when you're talking about defenders, why don't you say, Richard King could start? The coach has the possibility of making
it's not the same thing. It's because the levels between the players are not that humongous to where it's.
It is humongous. It is humongous. Daniel Johnson is on his way down.
We know that, but at some point,
and Casey Palmer has peaked.
Ketarak, you have to look at both players in the Jamaican setup. And that we are trying to talk about. Daniel Johnson was the starter. And I'm still talking
Yeah.
about he's coming off injuries and stuff like that. What I'm trying to say to you is those two players could still be discussed even in the same light based on their journeys as footballers as well through top clubs and end up in the championship. Daniel Johnson was there, floated around. He's there at Stoke. No, he's trying to get playing time. We understand that. Casey Palmer came back from injury, got injured again, played well, got injured again, and came back now. Still playing well. So I think I would want a player like Casey Palmer out there. He needs to start the game. Honestly, we gotta have another X Factor player out there. Especially, you're not gonna have a Leon Bailey. You're not gonna have a Leon Bailey. You're not gonna have a Mikel Antonio. You're not gonna have a Shamar Nichols. You're not gonna have a Damari Gray. Yeah, so guys like that has to play. Casey Palmer can get you a goal. Casey Palmer has the ability. I think, who would you bet on, guys, scoring a goal for Jamaica? Casey Palmer, or if you had to bet your money between Daniel Johnson and Casey Palmer, who would you guys think would be most capable of scoring a goal?
So Jay Taylor, you're doing two things. And I'm a politician, so I'm not going to let you get away with it. You said, before you get to the betting part, which is the exciting part, you said that Daniel Johnson and Casey Palmer are like for like at levels, basically. Right? And I'm saying to you, Casey Palmer is a starter, certain starter, in a championship team that is challenging for the playoffs, that's in the playoff positions. Daniel Johnson, my good friend, is rubbing the bench at Stoke City, who are in a relegation fight.
Well, I'm not talking about just the players.
Let me finish now. I'm saying to you, at this point in time, they're not on the same level. Secondly, you're erroneous in saying Daniel Johnson is a starter. DJ has not been a starter for Jamaica in a couple of years. In the World Cup qualifiers, he was pissed with Paul Hall, pissed with Tapper, because even when he comes on and scores, they still bring him on as a substitute. So that is incorrect to say that Daniel Johnson is a starter in the Reggae Boys. Now, if you're asking me who would I put my money to score a goal on, Daniel Johnson, because I believe when he comes on, he can be effective. And at that time with tired legs, he's a tricky little player, right? But he turns the ball over too often for my liking. And in the last 30 minutes or 20 minutes, we don't want the ball getting turned over to the USA. That's the dilemma. But I would put my money on DJ scoring for Jamaica over Casey Palmer. We have had more evidence of that. Casey needs to come and open his account with Jamaica.
Yeah. I see down in the comment section, both lows have scored against US already. Pagan, when you say we need a miracle, bro. I don't know how good our other games are. Let me get back in the comment section and get this thing moving. I don't know how our other games are. All right. Carnif says if we can score 2 goals, we can win the game. Dandana says, see fast. Jerome 876 says we surely need composure tomorrow, as our chances will be far and few. I agree with that as well. I don't think Jamaica. I think our chances is gonna be. Let me catch up to some of my comments, Katarak. Jamaica 3, USA 2. Jamal Lowe and Dixon gets in there, bro. I'm rooting for Dixon as well in the Cygnus Media. If him start, because hear what people. This is an experimental team, right? It's an experimental team. I would start Dixon and Corey Burke. If you're trying to go with one of the big players, I start Dixon, Corey Burke up top, Dixon right behind him, supporting striker role. So definitely would I do that, and have Bobby and Lowe on either wings. Come down the middle, me I go Casey Palmer. Either Casey Palmer, Daniel Johnson, or Casey Palmer Leroy Anderson. That's how we are go, dear sir. And I think the defensive position is very straightforward. Either chance, it's either Hector, low Hector, Bernard low. It's just a few combination that could actually happens there. And the left back position is not that huge either. You know, the left back position, there's not a lot of big players there. There's not a lot of players there. So, but people, me thank you for joining back, joining us today, people. And yeah, man, we get a good 2 hour off, and until tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be doing a watch along for the game tomorrow. People, tomorrow, all who say sports prophecy, tomorrow we are doing the watch along to that game there, Jamaica versus USA, and we're gonna turn up the vibe differently. So bless up everybody who passed through, bless up everybody in the chat. Yeah, man, until next time.